It's the Crumb alive!
Mr. Crumb wants to realize.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live!
3, 2, 1.
We are live again. God damn YouTube. What is the problem? I'm not gonna be feeling like that today. All right, so can I get a 5x5? I'm not sure what the hell is going on. I mean, my God. You guys, it wasn't an internet problem. It was... I'm cursed. I don't know what any other explanation. This shit just seems to happen. Anyways, I got the call-in link, guys, if you guys want to get back to have some chats. In the meantime, I'll just play some songs some more. Well, please, 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 TV, lie to me. I got my welfare checks, my facts well checked. Man, I really wonder what they'll come up with next. Cause I know all the answers, much more smarter than the most. I watch MSNBC and I read Huffington Post. My news is never censored, corporations know the facts. Like you will kill my grandma if you don't put on a mask. Please, 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 TV, lie to me. I got my welfare checks, my facts well checked. Man, I really wonder what they'll come up with next. I don't mean to alert you while I learn the newest trend, signaling my virtue and condemning all the men. They only wanna hurt you, they only wanna take. They'll probably give you COVID and then claim the news is fake. Please, 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 TV, lie to me. I got my welfare checks, my facts well checked. Man, I really wonder what they'll come up with next. Cause there's no one denying I'm complying like a chump. I got no love for Biden and a lot of hate for Trump. BLM Antifa, there's merely an idea. Disagree with me, I'll peacefully burn down your carnacia. Please, 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 please TV, lie to me. I got my welfare checks, my facts well checked. Man, I really wonder what they'll come up with next. I thought I put the call-in link in the description. It should be, but if it's not... Oh, alright. Don't see a link. Yeah, I'll put it back in here. That song, actually, I was ripping off that old sing, 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 sing. You know that song? It's an instrumental song. Well, it isn't. It is and it isn't. But what are you gonna do? All right. All right. Let's play some more music, huh? Here's another song that's gonna be on the album. When I pulled you out of the water, crashing under the Market Street Bridge, more death than alive. I rushed you downtown to the pool house and spun you around the floor, spun on your head. Now you smile at every devil that you meet. Black cat in the middle of the street. When I pulled you off of my nightstand with your shadow glass halo, maroon lips and fingertips, I rushed downtown to the store on the corner, and I picked up your favorite brand, left you up in bed with your cigarettes. Now you smile at every angel that you meet. Black cat in the middle of the street. When I pulled you out of the water, hanging over the Market Street Bridge, aren't you so glad that you did? Now you smile at every devil that you meet, la, 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 like a black cat walking in the middle of the street. All right, let's see. We got some people coming on up. All right, first in the house, we'll start off with Flat Smacker Eric, and then we'll have Tony. Eric, what up, brother? Good to see you. And then we'll have Run Boston Bear on. Was that? You can't hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Where you at, brother? Oh, you're having some troubles. Why don't you work on that a little bit? Test your mic. You're gonna have to test your microphone, brother. God bless bloomers. All right, what up, Tony? Tony in the house.
Can you hear me all right? Is it too loud?
You're a little loud, but it's all right. I can turn you. Yeah, you're a little loud. I'm not gonna lie. But
yeah. So situation is, you know how when you came up to me and you gave me the CD and you said, Tony, you look like you'd have a CD player, you know?
Yeah. I did say that.
Okay, I did. My last car had a great CD player, and I used it all the time, then it jammed up on me. Then that car got totaled. So now I'm in a way shittier car. So no even music in this car.
Not even speakers, huh?
Well, the guy like jerry-rigged the whole audio thing, and the car was so cheap itself, whatever. But it turns off automatically if you go over 10.
All right.
I don't even bother using it. You much of a car guy at all?
No, not at all. I don't know much.
Me neither.
What is the,
and then so
don't lie? What am I lying about? What am I lying about, NDB? What did I lie about? What did I do here?
He might be accusing me of lying. I don't know.
No, he's accusing me of lying. So what's up, brother? So yeah,
I was gonna say just for the car thing, and not much. Yeah, I have the CD up in my out-of-town spot, which I'm going to. But the last time I went up to my out-of-town spot, my muffler just popped off. So right now the car's extra loud. It might be even coming through right now. I'm gonna see on the replay when I rewatch.
You're not. I mean,
yeah, that's why it's so loud.
It's all good, man.
Okay, good.
Mufflers. Yeah, I think it's working out okay. I think we're doing okay. So you're on your way to work? Is that what's going on?
No, I'm already out of work for the day. I go into work at like 5 a.m. So, yeah. So I'm out of work. I'm buying some cigars and then I'm going up to my spot.
Right on, man. Right on.
Oh yeah. I did have a topic that I wanted to bring up.
Love it. Let's hear it.
Okay. So, it's so weird looking back at, as I said to Jaron, I've rewatched my calls. Like anytime I call, I'll re-listen to myself. And really, I'm just amazed with how when you call in, you kind of have an idea and then you trying to explain it is so different. And same thing with when you think like, oh, I should have said this to that person that's bringing up, globe stuff or whatever. It's so weird how it all works. Words, it's interesting how it all works. So my call yesterday into Jaron was talking about, you've seen people post that meme or whatever that says like, we should accord our months with the moon. It's 28-day moons. We should have 28-day months and 13 of them. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, like, we should have 13 zodiacs. I mean, Ophiuchus is kind of, also another zodiac and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think the counter. I think, no, I like the 12 is where I sit. I sit in the camp of I like the 12. I don't like the 13. All right. And
all right, let's hear it.
Yeah, well, just the thing with the moon being in line with the months being 28 days, the moon is not 28 days. And, like, everyone's getting all hyped on that, yet it's not even 28 days for the moon.
No, it's like 28 and a half or 28 and a quarter, I think it is.
They're at minimum 29.
Really?
Yeah. Now, even...
Well, but we also have that leap year. If we got rid of that bullshit, maybe it'll all work out.
Yeah, and it's a whole weird thing to how the moon, like every single day, it's like a notch behind. And if you put your flat Earth app on the fastest setting, you can kind of see how the moon just does like one notch behind. So it really, I think it's going to give a green. Yep, I'm good. So it really just like the moon doesn't take a day to go around is the thing. And Jaron did know that, so it was kind of good. But it's just such a quick, rapid 4 minutes trying to get out 1 point. Like the Farmer's Almanac that I got 3 of them here in this backpack. I got my phone perched up on. And in this current November one, it counts off the days of the moon. And they either go to 28 or 29. So the one for November goes to 29, but there's also a 0. So really, that's 30 days of the same moon. So, like, but it's just 30 days of these 24-hour sun days. Like, it's so and it's so complex. Everything is.
Yeah, no, it is complex because like
Totally.
if we actually like did a calendar by the moons and not the sun, I mean,
We'd be lost. Yeah.
it would make sense mathematically, but every day like the times would be a different, brightness, and I don't think people want to deal with that.
Yeah, and I even looked into it just like a little bit, and then if you look at like the timing of one lunation, okay, and like for timekeeping on how the moon is always like one notch behind, they do have lunar calendars and stuff, and apparently it lines up with when you first see the crescent moon after it goes new, which is something else that I talked up in a call. Do you know? So like same thing. If you go onto the Flat Earth app and then you put it on the fastest setting, the moon goes away for a new moon, and then it goes to nothing, and then once it first reappears, it's right behind the sun. So you're watching the sunset. Yeah, so like you're watching the sunset, and then you see the moon set, but like you can't see the moon all day until the sun sets, and it kind of lights up. But it's underneath. I'm just amazed with it all. So I'm getting some cigars. I got too many things in my head. I'm gonna go kick it up there.
I love it, man. No, hey, what I figured out when I started seeing everything on a flat Earth, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, a full moon is when they are opposite, and that makes sense, which is cool because, like, astrologically, I can know if somebody was born on a full moon. I would know if somebody is born on a full moon. If they told me that, like I don't know. Do you know what your moon is when you were born?
I don't know any of that yet. It's almost like I need to figure out my stuff, and it's going to be like a reveal for myself.
Hit me up, man.
Whenever I get a read.
I would love to do a read on you. What's your birthday?
Totally down.
What's your
10/20. 10/20.
Okay, you're a Libra.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now let's just say you have an Aries moon, for example, right? If you look it up and you find that the moon was in Aries when you were born, that would mean that it was a full moon when you were born. Does that make sense? Because on the Zodiac,
I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool knowing physically, like the distance from the sun from the moon, like really, like it completely determines the cycles. It makes everything make more sense. I
do agree. I do totally agree. But then I know that there is that. Is that the sidereal read with the 13?
What's that?
Is that the sidereal read with the 13 being a thing? Because that is also a thing. But I've heard people talk about it. Thunder Chicken, who was in the chat earlier, was talking about it one time. It's all stuff that I'm trying to learn, and he was very good on it, well versed. But he said something like the standard 12 was a better indicator of something, I think. But I'm such a newbie to it all. I take it easy. I just have honor for it.
Oh yeah, man. I hope to always think of myself like that. You know what I mean? Because I had this thought the other day that what if humans lived to be 200 years old, right? What if we were able to go to that level of wisdom? Nobody in their 60s would act like they knew everything in comparison.
Oh, I know.
So it's just because our lives are a certain length that we just assume that when you're older you know more, but we never will. It's all subjective. And so completely. I never ever want to feel like, oh, I'm 70 now, I know it all. And I'm sure there are still 7-year-olds that are like that, but I like to look at it like, what if humans could live 500 years, then we are babies, and why not look at it like that? So I agree.
What do you think on like the Tao or the Tao? What is that? I'm such a newbie. What is that?
Tao.
Dude, yeah, me too.
The Tao Te Ching is what you're referring to, right?
Yep,
it's an ancient book. No one really knows who wrote it. Well, I guess they say
there's different people who rewrote it, right? Or have their interpretations of it or something, right?
It was just like this guy a long time ago, way before the Bible, Lao Tzu, and he was just like a peasant, and he just had and he wrote down some ideas, and it's one of those books where it's so short, but if you just read some of the text, it honestly, like, it makes me feel like all my anxiety goes away when I just hear just a few little things out of that book. It just puts
Yeah.
things into perspective where I just feel silly worrying about some of the things. And
And I feel like still something like that will resonate, if I do, when I do get older. Like a lot of stuff
yeah,
in there is true. And a lot of that is like, even though you know something, no need to teach anyone it, and we kind of sit in a weird spot right now where we're all flat earth and we're dying to tell everyone, yet we're kind of not really supposed to. They got to see it themselves type of thing.
yeah, no,
Uh,
you're
yeah.
100% right. I want to welcome Run Boston Bear before I lost him again.
What up?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, he's
I
doing.
think Streamlabs is having trouble today.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah, because
Could
like I was
be.
trying to log in and it was glitching. You might not even be able to hear me. It was locking up. Buttons weren't working, so that may be it.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what Eric was trying to say. He was acting like something was wrong.
No, I've talked to Eric and we've done audio before. He has like 2 or 3 different devices, and we nailed it one day, but it takes a little work to get his audio settings right. But he has a new mic, and then he needs to have the headphones in to not have the echo.
You know, it's so fucking funny. Flat Earthers, in my opinion, are the most brilliant people, but so bad at this shit. I mean, I was watching, Strange World a couple weeks ago, and like the first 15 minutes is like echo, and I'm like, I
Oh,
wrote in the
yeah.
comments, I remember my 483rd stream,
Yeah.
I'm like, how are we not? And we're sitting here like, we are so smart. We are so. Oh my
Yeah.
God, is there an echo? I can't figure out why.
Hey,
Oh, I've
Crumb,
been
I
there,
remember
man.
that one with
Yeah,
Mark Sargent. He didn't know he was echoing forever, and people were just like getting
forever.
their ears raped, and then he figured it
Yeah,
out. But it's okay. He figured,
it
Hey,
happens.
I'm gonna buy my cigars
good,
really quick.
good.
I'll be right back.
Hey, right on, brother.
I'll stay. I'll stay
I'll
up.
just pop you. I'll put you off the. Yeah, there we go. I'll hide you.
I like hearing
RBB
from
in the
Tony
house. I love Tony,
back,
man. He's a
but
great guy.
downgrade. Went to the iPhone, went to the AirPods, which I know you're not supposed to wear. I don't wear them very much, but sometimes I'll
Oh,
do.
whatever, dude. I got these. Dude, check. I don't have it next. Oh wait, check this out. A normal looking beanie, right? Normal looking
Yeah,
beanie.
yeah.
Bluetooth speakers and microphone in here. I fucking love it. I don't
Wow,
give a
that's
shit.
awesome.
Put all that radiation in my ear. A luxury that nice? I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And
Uh,
you can you hear any of the background noise? Because like I'm right by the kids' playground. I bet it's cutting all that out.
no, you sound really good actually. Your video is like kind
So
of choppy, but whatever.
yeah. Well, the
Yeah, you're
video
kind
I
of
have I have low signal and I have it on 720, which I probably shouldn't have done because the
yeah, you
signal
don't need
strength is
that.
weak for my cell phone. But the headphones or the AirPods are the newest AirPod Pro with the H2 chip, and I can be doing dishes, water running, banging around pots and pans, and people can't even hear any of that. It's kind of crazy.
No, I know. I've noticed like since the pandemic, the technology for all this stuff, the stream stuff, has gotten so good. I remember when the lockdowns happened, like the $40 webcam that I bought like shot up to like $280 on Amazon, and people were
Yeah.
so dumb with all of this shit because they didn't know how to do it and they had to learn how to do it. And I remember, what was even funnier? I remember my friend who teaches a class, she asked me to hop on like a Zoom class. She's an elementary school teacher, and she was showing videos to her kids, and she's playing a movie, and I'm like, you don't understand. They don't hear anything. Have you been doing this the whole year? And she's like, yeah. Like, I'm like, you don't have it set up so the audio is going to them. Like all they're hearing is your speakers playing it with like an echo cancellation. And I'm like, it's March. I'm like 2022. Like what the fuck? None of the
Yeah,
kids
right.
had said anything. They didn't care. And I'm just thinking like, so they started like making all these problems like go away for like less tech savvy people, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't know, man.
No, that's cool. I did want to mention earlier, I forgot to. The microphone I was using is a Sennheiser Profile. So if you just go on
Mhm.
Amazon and look Sennheiser Profile, that's the same mic that Riggs uses, and it's the same mic that Alan from Space Audits uses.
Okay.
USB-C in, nothing else to mess with except for the sensitivity setting. You can stick the headphones in the back, and like you can go between hearing yourself or hearing just the person. And honestly, I think you can go and get a little tiny stand. It's like $105 where they say used like new. And if people haven't upgraded their mic game, if they're calling into shows and stuff, the mic is really the way to go.
Yeah, your mic really is. You know, actually, we just got I haven't put my new one up, but I just got a new one the other day, and it's just like that. It's a simple one. I'm using like a recording mic, and it sounds good. It just picks up a lot, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's gotten so much cheaper and easier. It used to be you needed to have an interface and something that can convert like an XLR cable to a USB. And most people, when I would just tell them that, they're like, "Oh, it sounds too complicated." They just want to plug it in directly in. And for a while, like none of those were really even worth the fucking anything. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah, man, dude, this is
Do
interesting. I
do
like
you have
what.
anybody?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, what if hours were 40 minutes long and there was 36 of them in a day? That means, well, the problem with that is a minute has to be 60 seconds, and you would have to change the length of a second, which technically you can't do because a second is the length of time between like the radium, blah, 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 blah. It makes zero sense. But yeah,
Well,
it has to be 60. You can't, it has to be 60 because 60 is the
the
like on a
interesting,
clock. If you're gonna have
yeah.
it like work on a clock, that's the only way to really do it. Unless you want to like make it 100, but you'd have to like times everything by like the same amount. But 60 is the lowest common denominator without going into like the fractions. And that's I am literally talking out of my asshole right now.
Well,
Um,
the the interesting thing is I like this topic, and honestly, in Earth Awakenings on Discord, they talk about what is time, and they always go into like, well, it's a made up man-made construct. And then it is. I mean, what you said is true about the divisibility of the seconds and this and that working all with fractions and mathematics for the time we made. But the truth is, the only thing we as humans experience is change. We
yeah.
experience change, and time was put on that. And it's pretty interesting concept to think about all that.
It is. It is like what is time? Because you know, that 432 argument that I always love to brush on. I'm always thinking, yeah, but what if like seconds were a different length? Then what 432 is just different. So you know, you know, so I went down that rabbit hole a little bit. I'm gonna lay
Yeah.
off the 432ers for a while. Just you know, if we ever jam in real life, fucking tune it to 440 so I could bring my accordion in on the jam.
I
That's
love
all I
it.
gotta say.
Well,
I can't buy a
I'm
432 accordion. I can't do it.
no.
Uh,
Well, I'm glad I got to finish out with you without the stream
yeah,
messing
yeah,
up. Do you have
no,
anybody in the wing? Because my battery's nearly dead.
no. Tony. I think is back here. So you go ahead
Okay.
and peace
Yeah.
off, brother. Great to see you, man.
It's
All right,
good to
brother.
see you. Bye, y'all.
Later, bud. Hey, it's Tony.
Yo, yo,
What kind of stogie did you get?
I got some Camachos.
Ooh,
You ever heard of them?
nice. I only know Camacho from the president from
Thank you for knowing that, Crumb.
yeah,
Thank you. You're the first
President
person to
Camacho.
know that. Yes. Attaboy. Well done. Yeah.
I know things have been all fucked up and shit. But we
Yeah.
got this guy,
Yeah.
not sure, and he's got a high
So-
IQ.
Yeah, I had a Camacho cigar out in Italy, and it was the only American-made cigar that I got out there. And all the Italian ones kind of sucked, but I had a Camacho. I thought it was really good. So I did not see it anywhere. I went to the same cigar shop, no Camacho. I was looking for Camacho. Finally, I go to Atlantic City with Zulu and them. You know, I went to that. Like, Zulu did a meetup out there, so I went out to that. I saw Camacho, and I was like, Zulu, I'm getting this fucking Camacho. And the dude was charging like $60 for it. He knew that I was like, I don't know, a white guy that would have probably paid it, but I did not pay it. So I've been looking for Camacho. Now they got a 5-pack for $30. So I'm happy.
Hell yeah. That's a...
Yeah.
So someone's trying to sell you one for $60?
Yeah, on the boardwalk out in Atlantic City. Bullshit.
Motherfuckers.
I know. Didn't even know that I saw right through him. He was talking to the wrong guy. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all.
But also, I thought I was grabbing cigars and I was running out of town, but I just heard that my package from someone out of country just arrived. So I'm running back home to grab that before I go.
Oh, wait, and where are you going?
I always go up like an hour north from where I live in Scottsdale. My aunt has like a little trailer. So it's not like I bought a vacation place, but my aunt's vacation place sat dormant since I was a 3rd grader, and she never went up. It's just a trailer at the top of a town with no stores. So I kind of took it over, and yeah, it's my sanctuary.
Right on, man. So you're just going to go kind of peace out up there for a little while?
Yeah, I got all my movies up there. I know a lot of the people up in the town now. It's a lot different. I've been going for maybe 8 years going up there, and I got a good setup up there now.
Right on, man. Right on, brother.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe you can call in a little later or something. I might do another night stream. I don't know. I'm feeling the streams, man. I'm not gonna let these damn YouTube fucking people keep me down. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, you should stick it to them and do a really long stream. I'm with you. I'll call back in.
I'm with
for
it,
sure.
Man.
Yeah.
Right on. Hey, you got any favorite songs on that album that I gave you? Anything that you?
Yeah. Yeah,
one?
the one. It was the latest one that you just played. But you said the name of it. I don't know the names of. Yes, that one.
Yesterday's Come and Gone. Okay, yeah. I played that because that was on that video that you sent. You like that one? That's funny.
Yes.
It's like my least favorite one, but people like that
one.
Yeah.
I got in the zone with that one. First time I listened to it, I really liked that one. But
thanks.
When I messaged you on how I put that all together, and I was like, hey, that's crazy that you put out this album 12 years ago, and that means it was a dragon year when you put it out. I did not even think in my head that you're a dog, so that means it's your enemy year. Like,
I'm a dog, brother.
Interesting. So,
yeah, because that was
what I think on the enemy,
my solar return. That would be the same time as my solar return. So yeah, Chinese zodiac.
Isn't it the Jupiter return on that one?
Well, I don't know, but I know that the Saturn return was 2012 for me. Because usually it's every 29 and a half years, Saturn makes a loop around the zodiac from when you were born. Yeah. And whenever Saturn comes around, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 32.
All right,
we're 10 years apart.
2 years ago, was your life like in giant disarray?
It's funny you ask, because that was my Tiger year. That was my 2022. My life was so interesting. I feel like booze was hitting me different. Like I was getting way too drunk and stuff all the time. And like twice, it was 2 days that I just think, if I blamed it on it being a Tiger year, but I just had 2 days that were horrible. Not any sort of like any girls around or anything for it. No relationship blues type of thing. But yeah, 2 days. One, I don't know. One girl was around, but that was just a regret. 2022 was not one of my favorite years. I was happy when that year was done. And I was just first learning that, oh shit, it's my enemy year. I got to watch out. So I had 2 specifically bad days that year. The rest of it was all right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I went from, like when I turned in 2012, my label fucked me. My girlfriend cheated on me. I ended up living in an ambulance. Everything kind of went to shit around then. So, it's real, So, around 29 years of age, 30 years of age, shit kind of usually hits the fan. And I'm sure anybody in the chat, if you really think about it, like where you were in your life, or if it's coming up. I think most people are over that age that watch this, but yeah, man. Shifty Eyes just hit 42 last week. Hey, man, we're the same age.
Yeah,
how's your not drinking going? Shifty quit drinking recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
fellow water dog like yourself.
Yeah. I haven't drinking in November. Well, no, that's not true. I had one. Well, 57. Hey, all right. Day 57 for Shifty. Excellent.
Nice, Shifty.
Good job.
Yeah,
but who's
Shifty's
counting?
cool. He was out at that Atlantic City thing too.
Oh, right on. You know, I'm not that far from Atlantic City, but you are though. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go pretty far.
Right on, man. Well, hey, dude, I don't want to keep up all your time here, but but feel free to call in a little bit later if you get a little bored. All right.
Yeah, definitely will do. And thank you for taking my call, Crum. You're awesome.
You're awesome. Thanks again for that lighter, by the way. I use it every day.
Awesome, dude. And I gave you a blue one since you are a water dog. You know,
I
water.
am a water dog.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Cheers, brother.
All right. Peace out, man.
Later, man. Right on. Good man. Alright, guys. Alright. Francis Sage. You gotta call in sometime. Put in the link in there if you guys wanted to hit me up and talk. In the meantime, I'm gonna play some more tunes. This one's on my album that you can find. Oh, look at that. Run Boston Bear. 72 BPM. Doesn't get any better than that. I am cool as a clam. 72 while streaming. Anyways, I put that in the chat there. Electronic problems. All right. Right. Sleight of hand that twists the knife, falling over like a chainsaw. You can touch it if you like. In the distant memory, like a bird that's flying away and soaring through the Andes, crashing down against the rain. Well, it's almost over and coming in strange. I'm looking forward to going insane. You can check my papers, can pick my brain, because they're going nowhere when you're going insane. Falling over like a log, who's hallucinating now that we've abandoned them all, like a story long ago, told by Henry D. Thoreau. We cannot conceive a man who's actuated by emotion. Well, it's almost over and coming in strange. I'm looking forward to going insane. You can check my papers, you can pick my brain, 'cause they're going nowhere when you're going insane. A stranger for me comes right toward me. Lies will be true when I lie with you. You know what? I'm gonna play the studio version of my song that Tony was talking about. I thought it actually is pretty good. It's a good production, and I don't really show it off enough. Yesterday has come and gone. Ugh. Check it out. Let's see how I could. All right. Oh, I gotta pay my YouTube dues. I don't have premium for some reason. How annoying. I gotta listen to this whole goddamn commercial. Don't ever put your music like on YouTube through TuneCore, because then like you can't even put it on your own shit. It's really annoying. Anyways. Let's see, alright. Sharing it. This guy, Foam with Venison, it's Tony's favorite song. Let's check it out. Sounds good with the headphones, by the way. Yesterday has come and gone. I've seen the face of everyone. Oh, happiness, won't you go away? I don't wanna see your face today. 'Cause time is moving on. I've seen this place, and I felt this gun, though lonely. big mess of solitude, loaded dance before me like a shrew. There's gonna be a better way. We've gotta find a light of day. We've gotta find the perfect rhyme and follow through. Yesterday has come and gone. I've seen the face of everyone. Oh, happiness, won't you go away? I don't wanna see your face today, 'cause time is moving on. I've seen this place and I felt this kind of loneliness. Won't you go away? I don't wanna feel your sweet embrace. There's gotta be a better way. We gotta find the light of day. We gotta find the perfect rhyme and follow through. There's gotta be a better way. We've gotta find the light of day. We've gotta find the perfect rhyme and follow through. Yesterday, won't you go away? I don't wanna feel your sweet embrace. Right, hey, we got Mr. Alex Laurie coming on to the KCRUMB radio. All right, let's please welcome Alex Laurie.
Hey, you're listening to KQRC 98.9 The Rock.
All right.
Rock in Kansas City. Kicking ass. Kicking names.
All right. We're starting off this this wonderful hour with all things considered, that the world is flat. And have you considered it? Hey, man, it's great to have you on, brother. I was hoping you'd call in.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah, good.
Hey, thanks for the chat, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that song. You can listen to it on the Spotify. The links are down below. You could even buy the album directly on Bandcamp, and that goes all to me. It's $10. It's the best way. If you do feel like tipping, but you're like, well, I'm not getting anything out of it. Well, that's the great way to do it. It's just $10, and it goes straight to my PayPal. And I put a lot of work into that album, and it hasn't even come close to paying back how much went into that. So, if you guys like it and want to support that, that'd be awesome. Also, whoops, what am I doing? Also, you can super chat here. It comes up on my screen. If you guys want to say something here, it comes up right above my little logo here. All right, Alex, what up, man? How you doing, brother? Is it okay if I talk about our text earlier?
Yeah. Here in a second. I was just gonna say, I have a full production record that hasn't even been released yet.
Oh, dude.
It went out for a short amount of time, and then they did a full pull on it, and it's the one that has Mars on it. And we're just kind of waiting to figure out when the right time is to release it, because it's basically a brand new record.
You have full authorship on it. Like, there's nobody fucking with you.
I got it. No. It's all me, but it's an 80-20 deal with a label that's here in Manhattan.
Right. And then they're going to do a cease and desist if you try to publish it yourself and all that bullshit.
What they don't know is that song has been played on Mark's show now hundreds of times.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be about up to 100 now. I don't know for sure, but and it's out there, but they don't know that. So I'm kind of just waiting to see like when the right time is to pull the trigger,
Yeah.
But there's other things at hand though right now that must be taken care of first before.
If there's one thing I can do, if I can go back in time and it would be around like 2010 and I would have not done the label thing and I probably would have bought some Bitcoin right around then, and I'd be sitting pretty good right now. That would if I can do one thing, it would be go back to 2010, buy some Bitcoin, not sign with a label, and oh man.
I got pretty lucky in that situation because my first label folded even before our first record came out. And then the second label was a really, really good indie label. In other words, I got treated pretty well, all things considered. And they released all my records to me because they folded too, because indie rock died apparently. And then I got everything moved over to another it's more like a publishing company than a label. But they, I was like, to take 20%, just make money any way you can just do, so like they do placements and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's like, it's New York. This is going to be, we have now entered full shit show mode as far as, the world at large. And, the stuff started coming out, you were talking about like, again, not blue team, red team, care not. Trump put a video out this afternoon that says that he's going to hammer all the big online platforms and hammer them on their censorship bullshit. So that means it sounds to me like he's talking like they're going to open it up. In other words, where you have.
Are you talking about hope?
Yeah.
Are we talking about hope?
We shouldn't talk about hope. We shouldn't.
No, it's good. It's good to have hope. I love when hope gets restored every 4 years. But, I'm surprised I haven't heard much about like election fraud.
It was suspiciously too easy of a win. Did you think that? Did you have that thought? That it was like, I thought there would be just a week before anyone even knew who won. And that was suspiciously really easy. Like, just like they
last time it took a week to know. They were like, well, we got all the votes in, but we don't know. We just can't figure it out. But they had COVID kind of to add to that confusion. Yeah. But so, I was expecting Trump's winning by a landslide. And then all the swing states are going to find a shitload of ballots at 4 a.m. and it'll go blue. Like before, but no, I don't know. I mean, if Team Blue had like better prepared, like with anybody, like Kamala just she wasn't elected as a Democratic candidate.
The whole thing was weird. It was just weird. And it was like, felt almost inevitable. And you're just like, okay, well, and again, he said he made 2 videos today and he said exactly what he was going to do. He did another video exactly what he was going to do as far as on the tech side. Well, my ears perked up because I'd like to find I have over 4,000 friends on Facebook, and I put up a comment and I get 0. Yeah, that means I've been in Facebook jail for years. I've got, if you're following me, you'll get some of them, but like I literally all the friends that I built up over the years, I apparently don't see my.
If I don't say something controversial, I get like a lot of stuff from everybody. And I'm like, oh, there you are, Peter. But
Yeah.
like, you know, but then it's like, but then when I say something kind of controversial, it's nothing. And maybe that's because people just are like, I don't feel like it. But you think you would, you know, I'm up there too. I think I have like 3,000 or something friends. And I mean, friends.
Yeah.
I don't even fuck with Facebook anymore because it's just like, I could either say something stupid and, you know, and get interactions, or I could say what I want, and it's
Yeah.
just not fun. I don't know. It's.
I
I wish I
think-
could start over again.
I have a running theory that, like, especially with the FE channels, that if you have, like, if it's showing, like, say you've got 10 people watching, you can add a 0 to that safely, but maybe 2 zeros. And it's just not going to show
2
you.
zeros. You think so?
Well, well, for you, so you have 745 subs, you know, I could say that 260 would be probably the more appropriate watching as opposed to 26. It's just like, you know,
You think so? I don't think so.
I think so. I think so. I used to go by the 5% number, which would be lower than that. But like, I mean, 10% of that's 75. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because like there's channels like on Sarge's channel, he's got 105,000, and his subs have not gone up in like 3 years, which is really weird. You know, but when he goes live, it shows like 200 or 300 people. And like on the Sombrero, like we're getting up to like 60 to 70 people per episode that it shows, you know, so that's a pretty good percentage compared to our sub, you know, because we only have like 300, 400 subs right now. And then, you know, but Mark's should be well into the thousands.
Mark is getting, no, his sub count has stayed at 105 forever. And Jaron too. He's been stuck around like 150. Doesn't make any sense.
Everybody got capped. That's just what happened. And but this is really the only thing that perked my ears about Trump, and then we don't have to talk about it anymore. But was like, is he going to do that? Is he going to let them open that thing up? And what are going to be the rules? Like, is Flat Earth still going to be in the dumpster in the back? That's still where that's going to go? Because it's not like we're spreading child porn or anything. You know, like that should be a free topic. You know, which was winning YouTube before they squashed us in 2017 whenever they still had the charts. You know, more views than Donald Trump. More views.
You should just be able to be like, because people are asking, well, what about seasons? How does that work on a flat Earth? It would just be nice if you can just type in that on YouTube and actually get like a video where that's the actual title.
Yeah.
And so people can just do that. Like, it pisses me off so much. So you can't even ask the internet this question without getting flooded with, "Don't worry about it. You're stupid."
Yeah.
Like it makes me so mad.
I mean, here's the deal though. It's like they're doing so many creepy little things. Like Weiss, if you go to your history of videos and say you watched a Dave Weiss video yesterday or something, they're not even there. They don't show up in your history. It's just blank.
I know.
It's fucking blank. And that's I was like, what did he do to anybody? You know, it's just like we're talking about, you know, what we're walking around on. It's not really that big of a deal, you know. But I say that, and I want to walk that back because I've been really thinking about this topic in a bigger sense this week, you know, because of everything that's going on. And I was like, I don't think even, you know, those of us who have been here the longest time ever understand the scope of what flat Earth really is. And like, I think we understand it, but like when I step back from it and I think about it, I'm like, it's still big for me. And I've been into this stuff for years, you know, and like, you know, you think of these new things to think about and all this stuff, but other than your pursuit of your spiritual journey, this is the biggest thing here. It is it. You know?
I think it's just funny that like so many Christians are not flat earthers, and if you open up the Bible, like the very first like few sentences,
I know,
is like there's a firmament and this, and like, oh no, I don't believe that. Like you can't even agree on the fucking first 3 sentences of your book, and you're trying to like. It doesn't make any sense.
It's the most fascinating part of the Bible to me, other than maybe Revelations or whatever. But it's just like, so this is what happened. This is what happened. And I'm like, wow, it really, is it that simple? Could it be that simple? You know, other than, you know, and so I went, you know, but I stepped back from it and I was like, why have I, you know, given myself, you know, almost 10 years to the subject? I realize why it is and why it can become an obsession. And I'm trying to have some levity there, but it's like the reason that it's such an obsession is because there's so much we don't know. And there's so much more stuff to find out. Like it's huge, the topic.
Yeah, I mean, we all have it inside of us growing up. We went to school because we were hungry to learn how this world works. That's why we took physics. That's why we took all these classes when we were curious. So it's natural for us to be curious about what the fuck this world is. And, and if you can just bypass all the gaslighting going on and just so your curiosity isn't curbed, it's fun. But most people, if they feel this inherent, like whatever is going on, saying, no, don't go this path, they just don't. And I'm curious as shit to know what this world is. That's all I've ever wanted to know. When I was still a globe believer, like my dream was to go out into space and see the world. I just wanted to see it.
I thought I would in my lifetime. I thought in my lifetime I would find a way to at least take a tourist ship to space.
Right.
I thought at least I'll be able to see it. And then when you step back and you're like, you're where we are now, it's just like that was stupid. I mean, but they really built this thing up. Between Werner von Braun and Disney, they built this world that everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people still live inside of, and it's just a little world that you have to be able to walk out of. And again, like there's a lot of stuff happening in FE right now, and it's like it's seriously blowing up. But it's still gonna be a while, man. It's still gonna be a while because like even if I'm still struggling with some of the topics, new people are gonna have a real hard time.
Realistically, when do you think the whole world will catch on and it won't be a debate anymore? Like, give me a year. Give me a year.
Okay, well, let me put a qualifier on that. Or, basically, if they lift a lot of the restrictions on YouTube, shit, man, 5 years. If they don't lift the restrictions on Flat Earth on YouTube, I would say 10 years. But I think 5 years will have achieved like breaking tipping point, 100th monkey. Weiss seems to think it's gonna be faster. He's doing like 4 interviews a day now. He's done like 1,300 podcasts. So like, it's just dangling of the seed out there. And then once you go in and look at it, most of the heavy lifting was done. It's already done. You have to go through and use your own analysis. But like, I mean, people that still believe in space, they don't even want to look at it. It's just what it is. So like, I don't know, 5 years, something like that.
You think 5 years, really?
Yeah. I mean, shit.
I say like 25 years.
25 to get everybody. To get everybody.
Yeah, to get everybody on board. I mean, I think if it was in 5 years, the way it's set up, it will be too much anarchy, and people will. I don't know, but Nick says if they see 24-hour sun in the final experiment, it won't blow up again.
We already know. We already Nick. We already.
Dave
know
says 5 months.
5 months. We already know. We already know what they're doing.
What's up, Dave?
What they're doing, we know what they're doing. So like we got out in front of it and we're like, look, you guys see a 24-hour sun, big fucking deal. You've got a mountain of evidence over here versus one single observation that works on a globe. Maybe. Okay,
let's just say theoretically this happened. Because we have to take into account here how mad people are when they figure this out, People get mad. And if it all went down in 5 months, that is a mad fucking world of people. And, think about that, man. Like, how scary is that going to be?
Like 100 million triggered people in 1 week. Just like, it's like, what the hell? Because I was pissed off, man. The first time I found out, I was pissed. I was like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to all my teachers and call them up and be like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is this shit? I felt like I've been had.
That'd be a fun show. Like find out where our 3rd grade teacher or like our high school teachers were and just call them up out of the blue. Like, hey, remember me? Yeah. Asshole. You taught me the globe. And you're like, I'm retired now. I'm like 85. Shut up. Yeah. Shut up. Just call up all of our old teachers. We should.
I know. But even then, I think like they knew they were just regurgitating, what they're doing. And you can't get mad at them, if they didn't know either. And like,
Yes, you can.
yeah, you can get mad in your mind and you can call them names when the phone's hung up, but then you got to kind of go back to
No,
being a
how
human
could we?
being.
Of course we couldn't be. Of course we can't be mad at them. I mean, that would be absurd to be for them to be like. Well, one, they'd be fired. They wouldn't be our teachers. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much leeway teachers have in public schools to teach what they want. I'm pretty sure they have a strict curriculum that, like, no matter what, they have to follow by. I'm not sure, but
I mean, there's we had a really interesting clue when we were at the solar eclipse this last spring, which was there was a guy who is the guy that sends the pictures from, Hubble, which we think is in an airplane or maybe even ground based, that goes through it, and he's the one that chooses the ones that they send out. Well, his dad was the one apparently that got him placed, and his dad was with him, and we were sitting down there talking FE in the lobby of this hotel. And we all had platter shirts on and everything. And this guy's, you can tell he's kind of triggered or whatever. He's walking in, and we have video of this. NDB, you fucking talked all over it, dude. NDB talked footage. So, but anyway, but the guy walks in, and as he's walking in, all three of us, I think it was Nicole and I don't know if Weiss saw it because his back was to it. But as he's walking in, the triggered guy who actually does the photos, his dad is walking in behind him, and he's subtly nodding and winking at all of us. And I was like, did you catch that? And everybody caught it. And so this guy knew something more. And I don't think he had the ability. He had an NDA maybe, or he just wasn't ready to have that conversation with his son. And his son was 35 years old, and this guy was old, but he'd worked there. He winked at all three of us. His dad did right as he was walking in. And I was like, but the guy that was triggered, he wasn't ready to see the world the way it is yet, because his whole livelihood is into analyzing these pictures from space. And maybe they are pictures of the stars in the firmament. But it's not on a satellite. It's probably in a plane, or if they want to put it on a balloon, that wouldn't make a lot of sense. But and that's what you got. You got a lot of people that's still hugging the ball. A lot of ball huggers.
a lot of ball huggers. That is true. I mean, a lot of people like it. I mean, they've done a great job getting people to really love everything about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What up, Boston Bear? I saw that you're calling in here doing a little oil change, are we?
Yeah, I'm doing an old change on the old generator.
Smart move.
But I'm
Nice,
calling
man.
in because Lowry, I think that PSYOP within a PSYOP is scheduling you and him to come on my channel on Tuesday, possibly.
What is this, like a debate?
No, I think it's has to do with the song that I think you worked on with him. And we were gonna, I don't know if he mentioned it too. He started a Telegram group with just you, me, and PSYOP within a PSYOP. And I invited him and you on to just talk about truth and y'all's journey, so you can tell your story, which you probably told a bunch. But
I think I got an email a long time ago from him about working on a song.
I think you did, though, or y'all have. It's the one that the verse is, they say it's easier to fool someone than to convince them that they've been fooled. I don't know. He sent it to me. He said nobody's ever heard it. So I was going to play it because I think you're on it, and then have you guys just shoot the crap about truth and hang for a little while and then go. But
I'm
so
down.
I was seeing if you're free Tuesday.
At what time?
This Tuesday at 8 a.m. Pacific.
So noon. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah, I should be. What is that, the 12th? That's the 12th, right?
You're like me. I'm like, I should be. Will I be awake at 11?
I mean, you know that Nicole is actually, she's starting an FE TV guide. She's actually got the artwork ready.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I need to know better about when things are.
Literally, you can go through almost all week long now and have something on the topic at all times. And I don't know about early morning, but at least reasonable, daylight hours, there's something on all week long, Monday through Sunday. And, that's kind of cool because it wasn't, there was a lot of videos, but not a lot of streams early on. Right. And so you could watch videos 24/7 if you wanted to, back in the day, but not a lot of interactive, stuff that we have now, just running 7 days a week. And, Anyway, yes, I should be available on Tuesday. Let's just talk or send
Yeah,
me.
we'll talk about it. I just saw you and was like, "Oh, Lowry," and
Yeah.
you know, I met you first at Vegas Flattoberfest, and then we survived the hurricane and saw Nicole at both. And yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just so cool to be, you know, in this together and not caring a thing about the haters.
Not a thing. Not a thing. And you know what? It's gotten so much easier. I mean, as the group is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, I don't catch near as much flack as, you know.
Well, the community's like as a whole is looking more like an actual normal, relatable group of people, I think.
Yeah.
Because I think that's really what it is. It's like the most extreme are usually the first of anything, and it's hard for a lot of people to join something like that. And for something like Flat Earth, it's just too important. You know, it's beautiful to see more and more people that are like, dude, I'm not a fucking kook. This isn't me. Like, I'm not this kind of person, but I looked into it and it's right. So, you know, like it compels people, to, you know, to recognize like, hey, we aren't all like Math Powerlands. We're not, even though I like him, but
his genius or maybe anti-genius was that he was a really good painter and kind of a comedian, you know, but like he could strike you as like, who's this guy? What that guy's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he behaves like that sometimes. So it's like, you know, what do you do with your first impression as a person that's still on the ball? You're like, that's enough for me a reason not to look at it at all, right? Well, now you've got a broad spectrum of people from all walks of life. I mean, I'm a musician, man. I never expected to be broadcasting about Flat Earth, you know,
right
10 years ago, right? And so, like, you know, once that kind of starts to trickle, then like the people that are kind of on the fence or they never really thought about thinking about it, they'll start to at least feel comfortable looking at it without thinking that they have to hide their laptop from other people to look at it.
God, I know. God, I remember that. I know we've talked about this so many times. You know how you relate it to like looking at like porn or something like that, like something you just like history erased, like. And it's like it's so true because that's like, you know, for a lot of people, like they, you know, they never. I don't know, like I said, like I used to be a KJ, and I used YouTube, and so like every time I'm like at the bar, I'm like, all right, your recommended videos, like it was just Flat Earth, and I'm just
all the way on the big screen. You're like, oh no, they can see it now.
Oh my God, I know. And this was 2017.
Yeah,
We didn't have much of a support group then, you know, and it was fuck, man. Yeah, 2017. I was doing karaoke, and I'm just like, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm crazy with the Flat Earth stuff, and just something about the term Flat Earth
programming, baby.
It just was so like, it just was like, ugh. You know what? Okay, I have a great topic right now. I have a great topic to talk about.
Yeah,
the term flurf, right?
Where did that come?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. I have no problem with it. If people are trying to use it as like a derogatory thing, go right ahead. I think it's cute. I don't think it's that bad.
Kind of like Smurfs, but
It's like a cute Smurf. I'm totally down. If they want to call me a flurf, I'm happy to. If that's our N word, I'm down to take that shit and take it and be like, what up, my flurf? Flurfa, please, literally, and be like, and then get mad at all of them. Like, you can't fucking say that word. Honestly, like, it's not bad. Like the problem with like any kind of a nickname or any kind of like new terms like this, we all want to like create them ourselves. Like, ooh, no, we're true earthers, or we're this.
Weiss is saying it stands for Flat Level Earth Research Foundation.
That's what I'm looking up now. His shirt. I'm looking it up because I think I saved it.
Flurf.
Sure.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Yeah, I've only heard it used by Globers as like a derogatory thing, but I don't mind it. And so whatever.
So
I think it's better than like true earther or anything that sounds pretentious. Like even just the term truther rubs people the wrong way because then it insinuates that whoever you're talking to is not into truth, and it's kind of it's insulting to anybody that you're trying to actually have a conversation with. Like I like truth, you like fake shit. Like right off the bat, like you're gonna lose them. Flurf, it's cute. I like it. I'm a proud flurfer.
So like
I'm
flurf,
here.
flurf pride?
I'm queer. I'm here. It's a sphere. Get over it. We're flirts. And
Hold on just a second, baby. Sorry.
You calling me baby?
Yeah, sorry, my daughter's running up and I lost.
Yeah, Karen says she doesn't like True with her either. I honestly I got my name Crumb. I didn't come up with my name. It works because like it was a funny thing that my friends who my friends that were close to me like kind of came up with, and I liked it because it was like, like a high school nickname, and you don't get to choose your nickname. If I did, I'd be like, oh, I'm Long Dick Too Cool or some shit.
Yeah, you don't.
And it's lame. So when we're like, oh, we're a true earther, we sound pretentious. We sound all like this bullshit. But because it sounds like, I'll hide him for a sec. Because it sounds like something that the opposition is coming up with. I'm down for it. I'm all about it. So, what do you guys think? In the chat, guys, do you guys like Flurf? Should we own Flurf? Oh, okay, here we go.
If somebody can make a cool, see, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I like it.
I would want to make it more like a race car, like the side of a race car kind of thing, which looks like NASCAR, only it's Flurf. So it looks like we're race car enthusiasts or something, or maybe
Good to see you, Francis.
Like something like a hot rod, like something you'd see on the front of a car. I like that. That's cool. Flurf.
So I didn't realize that stood for that. I thought it was just like a term that the Globers use, because I rarely hear it used by flat earthers. I only see it.
I thought somebody coined it. Why is you're listening out there? Did somebody coin that, or did you just kind of steal that from the Flurf? Because there's also Glurf, which is the same except with globe.
Here.
They don't need a name. They don't need a name. That's like cisgender. Like we don't need the they're the majority. They're fine.
I'm gonna send Dave the link.
What's that?
I'm gonna send Dave the link. See if he wants to pop up.
Oh, okay.
Well, it kind of looks like. I mean, I don't know. Like Nate says he stands with Flurf. Stephanie likes Flurf. NDB says, I don't care what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh shoot, too much.
How dare you? 16 Alpha says, meh, I'm a flat earther and I don't care if it annoys you, stay out of my yard. all right, Grandpa Simpson there.
You could make it cool. You could actually make it cool. Well, I don't know. What about Astro Flurf? So you're basically
no, you see what you're doing. I don't know.
Am I mixing models there? That's probably too much.
Well, I just think the term Flurf kind of sounds kind of like a fluffer. So it has like a little bit of like a degrading connotation slightly in it, which I think is kind of a good thing. Yeah. Because the best nicknames, look at Flea from Chili Peppers. Everybody loves Flea, and he doesn't get offended if you call him Flea, but nobody would be like, hey, call me Flea. Just same thing with Crumb. There has to be something kind of get out of here, Flurf. That's fine. But if we're we're Astro Flurf, no, now we're trying to sound cool. Yeah. Flurf is perfect, actually, the more I think about it. And so, I don't know. So, does, Nick says Flurf works. I'm a geocentric cosmologist. Yeah, you sound like a pretentious asshole. No offense. I'm sorry. I love you, man. But when you go, oh, I'm a geocentric cosmologist. I'm a realist. I am a truther, and I am a true earth. You're losing people. But Flurf just kind of it works.
Hey, Crumb, I'll add, and I've said this before. It's going to be awesome when we can just say Earth again. and people
Yeah.
know, like, bro,
Sure.
Earth, it is what it is.
Here we are. Here we
Right.
are. You know, it's like, and it's getting easier by the day. Probably not as fast as everybody wants it to happen, but it's, you know, it's happening. I said at the very beginning when I first broke through, I was like, I can't wait until this just gets out so I can go back to just being a musician but now it's became 10 years, and now so it's like now I guess this is how it's going to be moving forward. Is I'll play music and people are going to think I'm a freak until they figured out that the Earth's flat, and then I won't be a freak anymore. And then I wonder what they think about me after that. Whereas like I didn't really change anything about me fundamentally from before to after. You know, I evolved a little bit, growing. You know, but like, you know, what am I going to be to the people that threw shade at me? You know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, and then. What am I to them now? And should I care? Really is what serves me. But it's like, how am I going to deal with that at that moment where I'm like, okay, so you came around now. You know, it's like finishing the New York Marathon. Like, you know, you're a top runner, and then you know there's some people that don't finish the marathon until.
Oh, are we starting the generator? Okay.
You know,
All right.
it's like if you're a really fast runner in the marathon, there are people that finish in 3-4 hours. But then there's people that literally run the marathon that they've cleaned up the crews and everybody's gone home. I'm sure, you know, Boston Bear knows about this. It's like they run Boston Bear. There's somebody that's almost walking hours into the night just to finish it. And there's nobody out even watching it anymore, you know? And that's what it feels like, you know, what this whole marathon has been with FE. It's like we're so far into it now. Like, how do we relate back to people who just cracked it? You know,
that's funny you say that. There's a marathon that happens in the Bay Area called the Beta Breakers.
Yeah.
And you heard about that one, Boston?
Yeah, we lived in Northern California, and I almost did that one.
Oh man, yeah. So like the first like 1,000 applicants are like actual runners. And then the rest are just the entire town just getting hammered, and they're dressed up in costumes. I used to go every year, and I used to be in a group of guys, my college friends, that we would just show up wearing only a towel and put shaving cream on all over us, and we would just walk it, just drinking 40s, and usually around Karen remember, yeah, because you're from the Bay Area. Usually around like mile 4, someone would run by and just take my towel off, and I'm just walking through the streets naked.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I ever got to that finish line. So
they have that same. Like, the New York Marathon is insane. They've got like bands that'll be like one intersection in Williamsburg, just over here. One band will play either the record "Born to Run" over and over and over again for like 10 hours, or like "Run to You." But I think it's Bryan Adams. "Run to You," like anything that has to do with run. The band plays the same song over and over.
Yeah, because it's just recycling. Sure.
Yeah, and nobody gets tired of it. Everybody's just like, this is great. So, of course, like my famous New York Marathon moment was I was going to get beer at the liquor store, and it was across from where they were running. And I had to dodge people to get through because it was kind of in the middle of the marathon. So I dodged through, and I've got a picture of me. I had to go back. There was no other way to do it. I have to go 5 miles in one direction. There was the subway, or take the subway for 45 minutes. So there's a picture of me with a 6-pack of beer, and I think a pack of cigarettes, running with would have been my ex-girlfriend back at the time, like 15 years ago or something. We're running through everyone who's running with a case of beer and pack of smoke. So that's my claim to fame.
Oh man,
New York Marathon. It's just
dude, No, I have a picture of me. Oh man, I wonder if I could find it. It's literally a picture of me doing like completely naked, like doing the you remember the Fonz, and he would do that dance where he was like, and like just legs out, up like this, and I'm completely naked. My wiener's just like spinning around, and then there was like an Hasidic Jewish band playing, and then there was like a guy in a costume who was like dancing, and he had a Homer Simpson mask that said, "I have the dick, so I make the rules." And I went up, and this picture says 1,000 words.
I'm going to send a link to you, dude. I want to send it. I want to send it.
It's so funny.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Oh, what up, Nicole?
Where do I send this to?
Hi.
I'm not used to this back screen here. In messages. Oh no, that's
Go to chat.
Private.
You do it in the private chat.
Got it. Okay, here we go. So this
It's
is
basically StreamYard, just cheaper. Same
Okay,
thing. I got you.
There's the link. there. This is kind of funny. You might want to take a look at it.
Oh wow, oh, this looks great. Okay, I'm already okay. Sharing screen, ding 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 ding. Love this music too. This music, this is the kind of music. This here we go. Okay.
Just imagine me with a case of beer doing that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, I better run. It's interesting because in New York, nobody ever feels any pressure from any of the actual traffic to like hurry up. You know, if you're crossing the street, it doesn't matter if it's a green light. Like people just walk.
Yeah, and nobody's really like the runners weren't really pissed off at you or anything. We're just kind of, no, this is the thing, you know. But that route disrupts so much of the city for one day that you kind of have to plan your day around it. You do.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so you
I gotta be
that is.
I don't understand what do those guys do all day, but that's a different stream. I don't get it.
Yeah, save that for another.
Oh, that's good shit. That's good shit.
What else were we going to talk? Oh, yeah, the other topic. We were going to talk
Hey,
about.
I'm going to bounce. I'll be listening
right,
to
brother.
y'all's next chat. Thanks for letting me hang out again. And,
Yeah, man, anytime.
Much love to y'all. Bye,
Much
Nicole.
love, brother.
Cheers.
All right, on. Cheers,
Later.
brother. I'll put the, if anybody else wants to join our little hang, I'll put that back in the chat here, and there we go.
This is the artwork for the FE. Remember that TV guide? FE.
Oh, nice.
Guide. So like you can't read it, but you can't see it. But it's this guide down here, and it looks like the actual one from the old TV guide.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
We don't know exactly what we're gonna do with it yet. In other words, maybe we'll probably video or something. But something.
Can we write a song? Can we write a song called "Little Flurfer Girl"?
It's funny you should ask.
Little flurfer, little girl, what are those chords? We have to just do a parody in My Flat Earth Girlfriend or something like.
I got too much. Hold on a second. I actually came prepared today.
Okay, nice.
Set up all my gear. So, but you know how we have to do this. I just play lead in the back. It's pretty much what it is.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got you. All right, let's see what we can
improve. I don't know. You just do something.
If anybody has any ideas for the words, let's just. Wait. I'm gonna have to.
How's that? Sound good?
Great. Yeah.
Are we in tune?
Turn off your Can you make it like a stereo out instead of? Can you just turn off any? You know how to do that?
I'm running just a mic on an amp.
No, I know, but go in Streamlabs. Do you see where your audio settings are?
Hold on a second. Sure. I don't see audio. Oh, settings. Okay, got it. And
okay.
Then,
turn off any echo cancellation and turn on stereo audio. Even though we might have some echoing, but if you have headphones,
it doesn't give me that option.
It should. Do you see like the microphone at the very bottom here, or they don't give you that option at all?
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, there's something here. They make this a lot harder. Yeah, they don't give me an option from my end, unfortunately. But
is that directly in, or am I just picking up what the mic's picking up?
You're getting both this mic, and you're also getting a mic at the amp.
Okay. All right, yeah, we'll have some fun. We're not trying to do it.
Yeah, we're not right now.
Yeah.
We're not right.
All right, let's see here. So, that's way too high for me. I can't sing like that. Let's do it in key A. But do you know the world is flat?
I can already tell you. I can already tell you. I'm out of tune with you.
Yeah, I know, because you're fucking 432 bullshit.
Did I 432 this shit? That's why I couldn't pick it up. Fuck all that noise. I'm not playing anymore.
I can't. Do I have to tune my piano
No.
to you?
Honestly, it's like such a shit show trying to do that anyway. We've tried this a million times and it never works. So it's kind of
Well,
like,
we could just. What would be some good lyrics though? Can anybody?
I had hope. I had hope there for a second.
Little fluffer, little one, how
I love you.
don't you know? I mean, there has to be something there. Little fluffer girl.
Little fluffer.
We need a song about like the same thing, like the cute innocence of like I always want to find a surfer girl. Can I just find me a nice little flurfer girl?
Oh yeah, dude.
Even though it sounds like you're looking for a fluffer and whatever.
I know that's the one tricky thing about it is it's so close to fluffer that you're just like.
I know. Little. It sounds like you're like, can I just find a girl to come in here and just, but.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Earth being flat.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell you the other. Weren't you going to talk? The other thing we talked about this morning on text. Because I was asking to see if you were going to come up to the Jim Brewer thing.
Yes, I don't think I can swing it. I really just don't think I can.
It's a long way to go for a flat Earth meetup.
I really want to go. I really wanted to go up there, though, man. I really would love to talk to Jim Brewer. I just can't really swing it financially. But like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's cool. There's a. Man, I really like this idea. I don't know exactly what to do with it, but like we're gonna figure it out somehow. Because once we went through all the lists, we were like, you've got enough content and great quality content Monday through Sunday. So like we're gonna.
Well, you can start a channel where you just kind of
just
syndicating it, and then what's his name? Waterman Dan. I like him. He has a channel on Roku, the Flat Earth channel, and he's doing like. Well, it's not like live stuff. He wants to, but I think he's trying to do something like that. But right now it's just like a loop of videos similar to like the Globebusters 24/7. But everything.
I was thinking like that. I was thinking just like that, just another little outlet for somebody to go discover new shows.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's nice when it's live and it's actually live.
Yeah,
because people, so like if there is something that's like, well, it's always live. That means you're always joining a live chat and. Yeah. And that also means that the people that are streaming it, like even if they're being syndicated or, if I think that's the right word.
Yeah, there are some people that like that just go up. They have one night a week, like the Sombrero goes up every Sunday at 7. That's what that happens. Globebusters is 3. Some of those they're set in stone, and we keep to it. Right. There's a lot of people that stream just out of nowhere. I know Saab he's definitely on Tuesdays, but then some, so like, if you have a permanent show, it's always at the same time, like coffee talk on Monday with Karen, that's what we want to do is get the permanent things that have been going forever and scroll that shit just endlessly. It just scrolls, and you've got a whole weekly and it looks like TV Guide, and then you just go through it and you're like, I haven't been in that one. Maybe it has links in it. I don't know. Put the links in the bottom. I don't know. I don't make magazines, but it was a really good idea because I didn't realize like how much it's grown and like how many people are doing shows. Like Ironworks are doing that Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4:00 in the morning or something.
Yeah, 4:00 like our time too.
Yeah,
like right when I'm going to bed, I'm like, and I'm on the East Coast now, so it's like wow. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, if you were able to like do a 24/7 just always live channel on YouTube, you can't use your computer to go. You have to get an online server, otherwise something will always go wrong. And I looked into that, so you got to pay like $60 a month if you want to stream like just 720 even
Constantly.
just constantly, and then you would have to like set it up so you're display capturing all these live shows. And I think if you did that, dude, like that would be rad. I think I would probably do pretty good.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like because we're still, we're still not out of the weeds as far as YouTube. I mean, everything's.
Where are the Gen Zers though on YouTube? Are there any? Why do I feel like the young person in Flat Earth? Like I'm old. Like why? Like I go on the TikToks, and there's a lot of people on there and I never heard of, but when I message them, I never really get much back. I'd love to have some more Gen Zers like on the YouTube, like doing shit. Like it just seems like it's all Gen Zers being like, "Here's a quick little thing, in case you didn't know, you're so stupid, and I have 40 seconds to talk." It's just fucking annoying. Like,
I think isn't
shut
Caleb?
up.
Isn't Caleb?
Caleb's great.
He's Gen Z, right?
Caleb. Yeah. He's a little arrogant though. It gets on my nerves. But I mean, I assume that comes with the territory of that generation. You're not going to get a lot of people that have a lot of empathy. Like they're it's probably not in their DNA to be like, to walk boomers through something that like they should have known by now, especially when you're like 20. But Karen agrees with me on the TikTok. It's just like I just graduated high school. I learned a few facts, and now I'm gonna sit here like I know everything in 30 seconds. It's just narcissism to a T.
You know what I have noticed is like Gen Xers don't give a fuck. I mean, it just like it's across the board. Gen X people are just like, they're just not afraid of anything. And that's not everybody, obviously, but it's like when I look at the Gen X posts, they're kind of like, you could call it Zennial too, which is like X. Annial, which is like Nicole. She's 80. I'm 75. But it's just for the most part, we're just going to say what we're going to say. And that's just what it's going to be. Yeah. I cannot not say this, I'm obligated to say this thing.
You remind me of every Gen Xer. Actually, you remind like you and Karen B. Like you guys all have that Gen X vibe, in my opinion. I don't know, just like not giving a fuck.
What else can we do?
Just don't give a fuck.
Encumber myself
it's so
with,
great.
The weight of all of this information. It's better to just like the more you
Gen
talk about.
X seems to give the least fuck. There's like an energy that's just like, what the fuck? Fuck off. You don't like this? Well, suck my dick.
Yeah. I mean, that's just what it's kind of like. I don't know. Maybe we just got a lucky window in time where we, because I didn't like being in school. I didn't like being there. I wanted to be out, fucking off, playing soccer out in the field or doing, building forts and shit, and like, so like, I guess it didn't take, the indoctrination didn't quite take with me. And so I think there's a common experience with a lot of Gen Xers. I'm just speaking out of my ass here, but like for the most part, what I've seen is like a lot of people sort of the indoctrination didn't take. And I think they probably got better at the indoctrination over the course of, that decade after we got out of school and really honed in on it. And now it seems like we're walking people out of the fog. That's what I mean.
I know Gen A, I wish I knew more about them besides Skibbity Toilet. I wish there was something else. That's all I know about them is that they're into this weird YouTube short, and that's really not enough to define a generation. But I'm dying to know when they start having their own critical thought.
What's that going to look like?
How is that going to look like?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm kind of like, well, okay, I'm seeing like, it's funny how people's eyes work. I mean, you put something down and you say it's an object and like it's a coffee cup, and you're like, look, what do you coffee cup? They can do that. They can do that, and say, what do you see here? Is this a computer screen? Yeah, it's a computer screen. There's a barrier.
Let's check out these lyrics real quick here. I gotta try this.
Okay, go for it.
Fluffer girls are fun, but a tad bit risky. With their straw waffles and their whiskey. Do you love me? Do you fluffer girl? How about, will you flirf me? Will you flirf? I can't.
Yeah, it's still too close.
It's really good. Keep those lyrics coming. That's great. I like that. We'll have that done.
I'm gonna go backstage again for a second, but I'm gonna stick around. I'm lurking.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, man. Just you put me backstage.
All right. Girls are fun and tan, bit risky. With their straw waffles and their whiskey. Do you love me? Little fluffer girl, fluffer girl, fluffer girl. 'Cause I never knew. Where am I going into like? 'Cause I never knew the art of making love. Though my heart is longs for you. How did I go in? How did I obviously just flirt for girls? We gotta write a song. The original lyrics are little surfer, little one, make my heart come all undone. Do you love me? Do you, surfer girl? I have watched you. Okay, I have watched you on the shore. That's okay. This writes itself. I keep looking on the shore. There's no curve I can't find. Chord fucking key change. Why are you gonna make this all complicated? Let me just go back. There we go. Yeah, Little Flurfer. I really like that bass lyrics that we had up there. Here we go. What do you got? 16 Alpha saying Fleur, 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 girl in the sun, holding her machine gun. Okay, now that'll be like the third line. So I see what you're doing here. So, where is Bass? What was that? What did he say there? I like that. Can't do whiskey like I do normally. Damn it, where did I read lost? Yeah, Stroop Whiffles. Waffles. Stroop waffles? Stroop waffles. What is that? Yeah, I'm looking here. That's funny. You guys are funny. Oh, Andrew B's in the house. Nice. Oh, he brought a lot of weed. He's got weed. I got acid. Who's got the beer? Don't you wish that like there was a way we could all actually like have a tap come out of the internet? Wouldn't that be nice if I could actually buy you guys a beer? Waffle shaped cookies. I'm just gonna do the original song and just kind of see if we can get some ideas now that I got it here, because it actually is more complicated than I thought. Little sapphire, little one, make my heart come undone. Do you love me? Do you suffer, girl? Suffer, girl? Ooh. I have watched you on the shore, standing by the ocean's roar. Do you love me? Do you suffer, girl? We can ride the surf together while our love would grow. In my woody, I will take you everywhere I go. So I say from me to you, I will make your dreams come true. Do you love me? Do you flirt, girl? That's a pretty song. That's actually a really good song. Laurie, you back in?
Yeah,
Laurie
that was
back
it.
in?
I was like, this probably might have some. I think you got some traction here.
There's some good ideas, right? It's a pretty song. It's a really beautiful song.
You gotta have some. You gotta have some jokes in there somewhere about, like I don't know. I'm just trying to like be real about it. Like, this is a whole show to do this.
Just writing little flurfer girl.
Yeah, and basically just like in integrating the little inside jokes that happen with in the
Right.
and you have to get raw and get real, like go down and like think about what do when you get together with a bunch of people that are thinking the same way cosmologically, and then the diversity of the amount of people that are there. There's so much comedy. You got all walks of life that walk into the same room, which is the craziest thing you'll ever see. It's like at Flattoberfest or whatever.
Ooh, look at Ron Boston Bear really quick. Little fluffer, little one.
Cheers to that
made
one.
my round come undone. Dude, yeah, man. Yes, there we go. It's writing itself. Okay, keep coming, guys. Oh, Mark Sargent's here. What up, Mark?
What's up,
We
Todd?
are writing a song, Mark. Little Flurfer Girl. Hey, Mark, let me ask you while you're here. The term flurf, does it offend you? I like it. I think we should own it. I've only seen it in kind of derogatory terms by Globies. I personally think we should take the power back, y'all. And because it's not, I think it's good. I think it's actually pretty good. It's not like, it sounds cute. It's like, oh, like a little cute Smurf, whatever. He says he likes Flurf. Sounds like a fun blue plushy toy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
There's also this flip side to like the Smurfs too. Have you seen that one, which is really dark? So if you combine them together, and you're like, okay, so you want to call us Flurfs, right? Well, like, you know, there's a story about the Smurfs. If you do a deep dive on that one, it's kind of dark, but like we're using it against them to kind of come back at them. You know, it like sort of like, okay, well, we're kind of metal. We're metal Smurfs, only Flurfs. It's metal. It's got to be, you know what I'm talking about?
just Flurfs. The more you do that, the more it looks. No, we just got to stick to Flurfs, just because it's their word. And once you start like kind of taking their term as like, yeah, like they're trying to like hurt you with a word, and then when you own it, it's like the ultimate fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's really that simple. You know.
I'm gonna pull up the words here and just have a look at it, just so I.
That Flurfer Girl.
Yeah, well, just because.
Yeah,
like,
pull them up.
Because it's a lot easier when you can see the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on just a second here. So, Surfer Girl.
It kind of writes itself. I'm not gonna lie. There's a line here. I have watched you on the shore. I mean,
you can make.
What do you do on the shore? We're looking at that fucking curve. Where's that curve? I have watched. I keep watching on the shore for a curve, but no more.
There you go.
You know.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you know the earth is flat? Flurfer girl, my flurfer girl. We can go. We can do experiments together. You know. I'll take my camera and laser in the original song. It says "in my Woody."
What is a Woody? You know what a Woody is? That's a surf.
I know what a Woody is,
right,
but what is a Woody? No, it's
weird.
one of those old cars that you. Yeah. It's like one of those cars that surfers used to drive in. That was like made it. Yeah, the wood panel ones.
Yeah, I know that's totally. Yeah. Okay. Come on. You're almost here on this. It's not that long of a song, dude. It's like
not. We're almost done. I know.
In my Woody, it sounds really pornographic. So like you have to.
So does Flurf.
Flurf in my Woody. Okay, so if you want to roll, we can just keep that lyric and then like roll past that.
No, we gotta change Woody. Like we can. No, we got. It's already too pornographic on its own. We can't add to that. You know, we have to try to stick away.
In my Woody, I take you everywhere I go. So that's. I just like I don't know what to do with that one. It doesn't have to be in my at all. It could be like
with my. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what we got. Like,
all right, go ahead.
Let's say so from the start. It's like little Flurfer, little one, and then what did Boston Bear say? Make my round, come under.
Yeah, that line's great. I love that line.
Then do you love me? Yeah, we can just keep that. Do you love me? Do you Flurfer girl, Flurfer girl? Ooh, when I keep watching on the shore for a curvature, no more. Do you can float 60 miles over Toronto. It is not a mirage. You know, there we go.
Wait, hold on a second. I just had an idea. So
Okay.
in that very part you were just singing, you know, you something like, we can see Canigoo twice.
Yes.
Backlit, something like that. If you
Yes. Yes.
I don't know exactly.
I see. Yeah, it's Canigoo. I see Toronto.
Yeah. There you go.
Way too. Well,
Chicago,
Toronto's too hard to.
and I see the Alps or something.
Yeah. Toronto. I Canigoo's a great word. Yeah. Could we could? Yeah.
I gotta like kind of work it out here, but I'm just trying to follow the original words, and then
Right. Yeah. Not make it complicated. Yeah. So I say. So then the last verse is. So I say, from me to you.
I can see Canigoo twice a year through. You know, I don't know,
No,
like
we
that.
should say, I see too far. I see too far when at Canigoo, because
I see
it's me to you rhymes with Canigoo. Right?
Okay, got it. Go with that.
You know, like, so I see from me to you. Do you see too far at Canigoo?
Yeah.
Do you love me? It still should be like remotely. It should be all about like, you know, a flat Earth love, though. You know.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to stick like it. I like having Canigoo in there, you know, but like the whole basis of the song, we really can just steal majority of these lyrics.
Yeah.
And then it could be cute.
Sub like just a couple. I was about ready to say, my heart will never go flat for you, but that's the opposite. You know, you kind of need that idea, but you need that, you know, inverted. But it's kind of funny. But my heart will go flat for you, which means that means I don't love you anymore, which doesn't work. You see, but you see my line of thinking on this?
Yeah. No, yeah. I know what you mean. No, I know exactly what you mean. I'm trying to see. Here, Rumboss, do. I have seen the level near the shore. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the one that we're gonna do. Okay, I've seen the level. Yeah, I see the level at the shore. No more curvature. No more. That one's done.
How about
that's great, dude?
No more curvature for sure. Do you like that, or do you like no more? What is that? How's that run?
Well,
say that line back again. The two lines
Let's
leads
see.
up to that.
I actually just like sticking to the original. Like, I have watched I have watched you at the shore. Not.
No more is right. No more is right. If
I've watched you out the shore.
Yeah.
Behind you, there's no curvature.
There's no curve. You could say no curve for sure, or you can say no curve. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, curvature. Yeah. I watched you at the shore. There's no curvature.
No
more.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for your thighs, girl. Do you love me? You know what I mean? We can get all over it. That's the only curvature I'm seeing is that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the ticket.
16 Alpha says, man, the song should amplify how flirt chicks are badass. Fuck the flirt proofs. That's actually not a bad idea.
So you gotta.
All right, well, give me some ideas. Give me some ideas.
Like a really badass flirt chick. You know, she might have a few tattoos. No problem. I got some tats. She's probably like supersonic smart, you know, she's probably like Gen X. I'm not going to say Gen X, but she's probably like she's a badass chick. She probably like carries a gun. She probably is like, I don't know, she might be trained in karate.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, we actually are. Mark Sargent says, I ordered Flurf and Turf the other day at a restaurant. They brought me a burger and salad. Oh, so it's like the turf is the burger and the flurf is the word salad. Is that what's going on there? I don't know. She's got thighs that appear to be the product of candy and KFC. Holy shit. Sovereign. She's got thighs that appear to be the product of candy and KFC. And now and then she hogs down an apple pie. Oh, oh, oh. This is too much fun. It writes itself. Oh, sung to the sweet child of mine. Oh, like.
The first part of it.
Well, she's got thighs that appear to be the product of candy and KFC, and now and then she hogs down on apple pies. Yo, keep them coming, man. That is gold. That is gold. Whoa, sweet.
Right hits, right hits. We're printing.
Oh man,
right hits.
He's working on a tune called "McToon Can Suck My Dick." McToon can suck my dick. McToon can suck my dick. Let me know if you need any help with that. That sounds fun. This is so much fun. This is fucking great. But yeah, all in all, though, I think I like the term flurf. I'm officially saying I think it's a great word, and you know, why not? Because it's not that bad. I've heard.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just like, you know, name calling in general is just silly anyway. So eventually everybody's going to grow up and grow out of it, you know. But like, all right, you can call me flurf, whatever, you know.
Well, I just think it's because like the Globe proponents seem to like to use it, and that's why I think it's kind of cool because it's really not that bad. So I'm like, is that really what you're gonna call? Oh, flurfers love this. Like when you read the comments, like I see it everywhere, and it's like, okay, I'll take the power back. I'll be a flurfa.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just be a flurf instead of a
flurfer. What if we started a flurfa company? You know, like a flurfa, like a flurfa.
You don't want to do a hard R flurfer, but a flurfa. You know?
Oh man.
No, yeah, Sovereign Soul. He says a flurf just sounds like a fun person. I agree. It's not bad.
Mother flurfa. There we go. Now we can start our balls back now. What's up, mother flurfa?
Yeah. Mother fluffer. It's kind of a tongue twister. Mother flurfer, please. It's really hard actually. Mother flurfer.
You know, you could say
mother flurfer.
You could say flurfa. Folks, that's a tongue twister. Flurfa, please.
Flurfa, please.
What's up? Flurfa, please.
Yo,
that's hard to say, dude.
Flurfa, please. I know what Farfanugan means. Mother flurfa.
Mother flurfa.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're owning. We're gaining it back.
We're getting it.
We're owning this word back, and there's got to be some other things we can. Mother flurfa is pretty good. It's a tongue.
Dude, I was playing. Did you hear earlier when I was doing my rap to the Globe song? I finally finished it.
Yeah.
Can I play it for you?
Yeah. Oh, you mean the thing that we played together?
Yeah. I finally finished my rap part. You know, it's like there's a problem with the Globe.
Can I see if I can make this work again? Because I think I'm just saying like.
Reason why they lie.
What are you
Why
in
don't
there?
we play it together? Let's play it. Can you just do some ambient stuff and play the
Yeah,
song?
that's all I'll do. But like, what do you?
Oh,
what
let's
key
do
are
it.
you in? What key are you in?
G minor.
Give me your G
turn
minor.
down a little.
Oh, shit. So you're
Remember, you're in 432 because.
All right, hold on a second.
Just.
Oh, how the fuck did I get in 432?
Cause. That's cool. Just do your You know what? Okay, while you're tuning that, I'm gonna take a quick break because I need a smoke break and my back's starting to hurt. I need to like stretch my back for like a second.
Okay.
Like literally, this is just gonna be a 2-minute break, so don't y'all go nowhere. And then we'll come back and
I'll get tuned up.
yeah, you'll get tuned up, and yeah, I'll be like I just gotta take a half a smoke and listen.
A friend of mine took a banana boat to Mexico, and here's a letter that he wrote. A hot tamale down in Veracruz, who wore no slippers and who wore no shoes. For gold and silver, how her eyes would glow. But when I said I've got no dough, my hot tamale with chili on me, chili, 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 chili on me. My hot tamale with chili on me. What am I gonna do for love? I said, I'm glad you weigh 300 pounds. I need you most when swimming comes around. Sit here by me until the sun goes down, 'cause you're the shadiest spot in town. My hot tamale with chili on me, chili, 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 chili on me. My hot tamale with chili on me. What am I gonna do for love? My man has the strangest eyes I've ever seen. One is red, the other one is green. I was confused, and so to him I said, should I stop or go ahead? My hot tamale with chili on me, chili, 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 chili on me. My hot tamale with chili on me. What am I gonna do for love? What am I gonna do for love?
What am I gonna do for love? How you?
What are you talking about, Scrotal? Flash in the chat. What are you talking about? Is my zipper undone or something? What is that? What is that? What is that bullshit?
You just get flurfed. What happened?
Yeah, I think I did something different on this one. I think I actually capoed because it just kind of made more sense because it sounded a little bit better. But if you're in G minor, this should be right where we should be. And I'm gonna capo that baby because I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater on the guitar because I don't.
That's not cheating. That's
And
fine.
like, there's a lot of purists that like, you want to capo, but like, I don't care about any of that fucking shit.
Well, no, I mean, I understand. I mean, I have a penis, so I don't use it. But like,
See what this sounds like. Is that all right?
it's a little hot.
A little hot. Hold on a
It's a little hot.
second. Let me draw that back a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I think that's good. All
There's one.
right,
chord
here
that-
we go.
Yeah.
There's a problem with the glow. There's a reason why they lie. Those who care about control will sell their soul to buy your mind. It's actually pretty delayed. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're coming in like. Sorry, man. It's just kind of like coming in a little too late.
I'll stay off.
But you know, this song, I finally like these lyrics like actually kind of go through with what you're talking about, and like this whole song, I wanted it to be like a progression of just the experience and getting kind of angry. And this is right here. It's like, I still remember very clearly that November, sitting staring there, strolling at my screen, while catching up on all the new videos on the tube they recommend for me. I powered through all the clues, 200 proofs, the litmus test, and ODD TV. I didn't know what I'd lose, little bit of my own reality. Now I don't even know what's real anymore, or how we got inside. It seems to me it's obviously one big giant lie. 'Cause there's a problem with the glow. There's a reason why they lie. Those who care about control will sell their soul to buy your mind. Now how absurd is this? We all were taught Copernicus had settled the science for a while. Or Eratosthenes, Ptolemy, Socrates, Galileo, and Aristotle. We never had any proofs, and don't say gravity, dude, you're gonna drown in denial. And don't you think we deserve at least a measurable curve you find at 8 inches per mile? Now I don't even know what we are on, or how we got inside. It seems to me it's obviously one big fucking lie. There's a problem with the glow. There's a reason why they lie. Those who care about control will sell their souls to buy your mind. What a catastrophe. This has to be the last motherfucking thing I want to believe. I don't give a rat's ass if you laugh at me, outcast, talk trash, or gaslight me. Well, actually, quit tagging me with this NASA BS blasphemy, claiming all these photographs we see are Photoshop, because they have to be. Quit acting like you know more facts than me. Y'all took the same science class as me. I even sat in the front row. I got an AP class in astronomy. So fuck all with your vaccine damage shit. Fuck, I fucked it all up. Damn it, I got really close. Damn, I broke a string. It threw me off here. I fucking broke a string. Hold on. What a catastrophe. This has to be the last motherfucking thing I want to believe. I don't give a rat's ass if you laugh at me, outcast, talk trash, and gaslight me. And actually, quit tagging me with your NASA BS blasphemy, claiming all these photographs you see are Photoshop, because they have to be. Quit acting like you all know more facts than me. Y'all took the same science class as me. I passed my AP astronomy. I even sat in the front row and got a B. Come on with all your damaged vaccines. Fuck, what did I have there? Y'all never see the last of me. You're gonna have to fucking assassinate me if you want to see the last of me. 'Cause there's a problem with the globe. And there's a reason why they lie. And those who care about control will sell their soul to buy your mind. Yeah, man. So Yeah, I
love
just
that.
decided I'm gonna go ahead and go full on white rage rap in that
Just the
song.
whole breakdown Eminem like
Because
pissed
well, yeah, because I'm like, because the whole song is like the first verse is like, I still remember very clearly that November sitting staring there, scrolling at my screen. You know, it's all innocent. I'm like catching up on all the new videos on the tube they recommend for me. I powered through all the clues, 200 proofs, the litmus test, and OTD TV. I didn't know I would lose just a little sense of my own reality. Now I don't need, and then the second verse is like you're getting pissed off, and I'm just like, how absurd is this? We all were taught Copernicus had settled all the science for a while. From Eratosthenes, Ptolemy, Socrates, Galileo, and Aristotle. We never had any proofs, and don't say gravity, dude, you're gonna drown in denial. And don't you think we deserve at least a measurable curve? You find it 8 inches per mile. So like the anger's growing, and then I'm just like, motherfuck! And I'm just trying to go along with the
Muppets at the end. You're just like, straight up fuck it. It's like, here we go.
Thank you, Aurorian. Very, very kind for the $20 tip with our 71 cents exchange rate. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, man.
That's 71 cents.
Yeah. Please, thank you guys for the tips, man. It really does help. Adjusting to a new move, it's hard to acclimate. I haven't found, as much work as I had in California yet. So it really does help, guys.
Carolinas that's one of the most special places. Like, you don't, it takes a while to understand that region. I used to tour through there a lot, and they're like between Charlotte and Greenville, and there's Greensboro, there's Wilmington, like you got the ocean, and like you guys are gonna like start to find out a lot of the stuff, and that was like, it was part of the reason that hurricane, that disaster that went through there broke my heart, but like
you were there for it, man.
Yeah. Those people are so good. They're such good people, and they all stuck up for each other. They didn't wait around for government help or anything like that. They all just went in and helped. And like, that's the kind of place you're in, and there's whispers on the horizon that maybe somebody else might be moving down there with somebody else behind me.
Dude, please let me know if you want me to start looking around here. Oh man, that would be awesome. That would really be cool.
It's actually been a year-long plan.
This was your plan, by the way. You're the one that hit me up 2 years ago. It's like, hey man, I'm going to go down there. You gonna come with me or what? And I'm like, I don't know. And then and so here I am.
I beat you to it.
I beat you to it. Yeah. So it's nice, man. Yeah. Shit. Sovereign Soul's here.
Let's get that.
Sov's here. Sorry to keep you waiting, brother. How you doing, man? What up?
That's the first time I've used this. What is this thing? Talk Studio Streamlabs. I've never used this before, so it was like I had to go in and make sure it had me. I wasn't hearing any sound, and it was because they were wanting me to use my headphones on my microphone. I'm just using my microphone. And then I use my regular speakers, and I got it set up. Nothing bleeds back through. It doesn't echo. I got echo cancellation and everything like that. But this is a cool microphone because I can plug. I have acoustic electric. I have a hollow-bodied electric.
Nice.
On Gretsch over here. And I can plug that into the microphone, but then I have to use headphones as well with it so that I can actually, adjust everything because it doesn't work out real good. But with an acoustic, I can just, it comes through with audio and everything just perfect. It's like,
let's hear it. As long as you don't have any noise, like echo cancellation. Like for some reason, like it sounds like probably sounds great to you, but like it seems like whenever there's echo cancellation.
How's this sound? Just let me hear how this sounds.
Yeah, it's still it does this thing where it's like unless it's really loud, it'll try to pull back, so it doesn't really give it good
So
justice.
it's fine in mine, but I'm coming from a different broadcast point than you are. So like,
Well,
it does do the warble, the woo in and out.
Yeah, that wobble, and I get like when I do my audio. If you do stereo audio and turn off all the cancellations, it will come through just exactly how you hear it.
I do it with,
but you would have to have headphones on.
When I do like through StreamYard, not a problem.
It's no problem, really.
And it's due to a switch I've got right here on the thing. It's not through the software. Let me check and see if there's a echo cancellation.
I couldn't find the echo cancellation in mine.
Yeah, I found it. Okay, hang on.
You found it?
Yeah, does this make it? See if this makes it any
now
better.
when you play, it'll sound great.
All right, let me see if it goes. Just a city boy, all the reasons out Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a small town girl, only one girl. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Searching up and down the boulevard and shadows, searching in the night. Street lights, people, it was to find emotion, shadows, somewhere in the night.
Sovereign, are you in 432?
Yeah.
That's fine. We already had that. We already had the joke. Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
Smell the wine and cheap perfume. Oh, smile it and share the night. It goes on and on and on. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Dude, that's good shit.
That fixed it. Cool.
Yeah, no, it does. But then, like, you're gonna have headphones on because we could hear the cancellations. So when you're talking, you gotta either throw that back on or put headphones on.
Oh, right, I see.
That's the only problem. Yeah, that's why I always just do headphones because it just kind of cancels all those problems out. But you know.
Yeah, I got a couple of tunes on my channel. So like, I like doing some Pink Floyd.
Hell yeah. Do you do you write any originals or anything like that?
I got a couple. They're a little rusty out. I'm not ready to run those out though. You know.
All right.
What was I working on? An old Beatles song, and I'd almost damn forgotten it. How did I?
Which one?
Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, you got that something I don't understand. When I see that something, I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. Yeah, please say to me, you let me be your man, and please take me. You let me hold your hand. You let me hold your hand. You let me hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside.
How's that go?
It's such a
feeling that
my
it's such a feeling that my love I can hide. Please see me. You let me be your man, and please see me. You let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand.
Yeah, and then there's like that part at the end. It's like, I wanna hold your hand.
Yeah.
I wanna hold your hand. All right.
Yeah, it goes
I'm
to
sorry.
D.
I changed my piano to 432. I just figured it might as well be easy if you want to switch back.
Yeah, no, so like that's what I stayed out of it. I was just like, well, fuck it. I just went from 432 back to 440, and
I've been bitching like it's really hard to do, but it's actually really easy. I just been lazy all these years.
I'll tell you what, that's all I play in. That's all I play in, man. It's
I know. Man, these albums were all right, but I didn't fall for the Beatles until Rubber Soul. Yeah.
That's just one of those songs that you gotta know it. You gotta at least know it because people are gonna go, "Hey, do you know any Beatles?" You know, there's always somebody who'll say that. You know any Stones? I'll play "Sympathy for the Devil" or something like that. You know.
Can you play it? You want to play a tune?
I know Stones, but you're gonna have to ask. I don't need to play. I can just sit back.
Why don't we all do a round robin and play a tune right now? Because I think right now we're kind of playing over each other, but it'd be cool.
You've got a bit
of
an echo.
I know, 'cause we got an echo going on. So, Larry, why don't you play one?
I'll play one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me just get this.
I'll just.
I gotta switch chairs.
Cool, and I'll mute us. Or Sovereign, if you can mute yourself.
I can mute my microphone.
That should probably do it. Can you turn yours on, Crumb, just for a second, just so that we can...
My mic?
Nicole's talking on the phone. It won't matter because this will be louder than her. Yeah, this sounds good now.
You sound great.
So here's a song. I think it's appropriate right now. It's, say what you will about Simon and Garfunkel, they wrote great songs.
Love it.
And there's a lot of things that I'd like to address on a lot of these things, but right now I'm taking it just for the song. That's it. Just with the song. All right.
Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so I bought a pack of cigarettes. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Got the asset as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh. Michigan seems like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. Now I've come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field.
Sorry,
Love it. I always love that. Love when you do that song.
And whatever happened to Garfunkel? That's, he just got dissed.
I think he fell off a bridge over troubled waters. Okay, so we all sound great when we're on our own, but we're definitely echoing a lot. Why don't we do a round robin? I'm going to play a song that's Paul Simon adjacent. And then why don't you play one too, Sav? Just something that we like. And I wonder if I broke my guitar string, but whatever. I'll play on the piano here. And yeah, if anybody wants to, maybe we can have some fun. If anybody wants to like come and play a song and just hop in the rotation, what do you guys think? That sounds like something fun to do. I love doing that.
It sounds like a winner.
Yeah, I agree. So, right. I wish my goddamn A string didn't break here, but let's see.
You can play that other guitar.
Yeah, but it's not plugged in, so.
Ah.
All right, so let's see if I can pull this off on the. When I look back, When I look back on all the crap I learned in high school.
Yeah.
It's a wonder I can think at all. Although my lack of education hadn't hurt me none. I can read the writing on the wall. Kodachrome, give us the nice bright colors. Give me the green of summer. Make you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah. Well, I got a Nikon camera. Love to take a photograph. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. If you took all the girls I knew when I was single, put them all together for one night, I know it never matched my sweet imagination. Everything looks worse in black and white. 'Cause Kodachrome, give us the nice bright colors. Give me the green of summer. Make you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah. Well, I got a Nikon camera. Love to take a photograph. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. I'm not gonna do the last part because it gets a little. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome. Good shit.
You know, you were supposed to put yourself up on the top stairs in the.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, so I'm sitting here just like watching you like a reaction video. Yay!
Sav, you got a classic song for us that's in your heart right now?
I do indeed.
Deliver the goods.
I haven't done that.
Alright, I'm gonna mute me and I'll put you up here.
All right.
Cool. There we go.
See what I can do here. Hang on, my shit got skewed.
Who wants to buy that chrome three-wheeler? Who wants to make that first mistake? Who wants to wear gypsy leather? And in a unafraid to cut the cake. Who wants to tell more than Sarah? Joe's run off to find me. Joe's run off to violate. Who wants to brave those bronze beauties lying in the sun with their long blonde hair flowing, flying as they run? Well, they smile so shy and they flirt so well, and they lay down so fast till you look straight up and say, oh Lord, am I really here at last? Who wants to play those 18 aces? Who needs a raise? Who needs a stay? Who wants to take that long shot gamble and lay down in my bed? Who wants to go to violate? Who wants to go to violate?
Yeah, buddy. That was good. That's Seeger? Is that right?
Yeah, that Gene edited said Sob Seeger.
That's another Michigan boy. Ah.
Oh, nice, man. What about you, Laurie? You got another one in you?
Yeah, I do. I'm just trying to stay muted a little bit for the echoes.
Echo.
What? Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Why don't you do one while I'm getting ready? You got one, and I'll do one more for sure.
I'll do one.
All
right. Let's see what I can do. You know, let me grab my other guitar. I would rather just play guitar. Can you guys hear that all right? I think that's kind of cool. All right. All right, I love this classic rock stuff, man. Here's one. Here's one of my favorites. See if I can. Oh, what is that?
I already know what that's going to be. I already know what
You
that's
already
going to be.
know? Oh, cool.
When you're a stranger, people look ugly. Really? Oh.
Nope. You're gonna know it though once it clicks in though. The taxman's taking off my dough and left me in my stately home, lazing on a sunny afternoon, and I can't sail my yacht. He's taking everything I've got. All I got's this sunny afternoon. Oh, save me, save me, save me from my squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, 'cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a a sunny afternoon in the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. My girlfriend's run off with my car and gone back to her ma and pa, telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. But now I'm sitting here, sipping on my ice cold beer, lazing on a sunny afternoon. Oh, help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me two good reasons why I oughta stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon in the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime. Oh, save me, save me, save me from my squeeze. I got a big fat mama trying to break me. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon in the summertime, in the summertime, in the summertime, and the living is easy. Yeah, a little bit of Kinks. All right.
I like that. I like that chord progression. That's like, I thought that was going to be, I swear to God, it did sound like it was going to be that Doors theme at the beginning. It did.
People are strange, 'cause when you're a stranger, I think it's the same key.
When
you're alone. Oh shit! Did I went small screen
You went
again?
small again.
God damn.
I'm up here lip syncing for the audience. You know, I was adding the harmonizer. You're going in the summertime, and I'm going in the summertime in the background. You know, doing that echo.
Dude, I play with my eyes closed. I can't help it.
I do
so
too.
I'm just
Same
in my
here.
own zone, you know. All right, I'm gonna mute it. Laurie, it's all you.
Yeah. As long as we're on this MK Ultra, Tavistock Institute music from the '60s, which is still good. Still good. It's just my new arrangement with it and my agreement with what it is. Let's do. You know what? We're gonna do. Let's see. Get out of that. All right. Out of that. All right. I might blow you out, guys. I'm just gonna fucking play this the way I can play it.
Rock and roll is here to stay.
Excellent, brother. Excellent.
There you go.
It's a good song.
There you go.
Absolutely nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having us on the show, man.
Right on.
Sav, you got another one?
I got one more. I'll do one more.
All
A little
right.
solid.
All right.
I can get back with it here real quick.
I'll mute myself.
I've got an old black book, keep my poems in. Got a bag, got a toothbrush and comb in. And I'm a good dog, sometimes I'll throw me a bone in. I've got elastic bands keeping my shoes on. I've got snoring hand tools. I've got 13 channels of shit on the TV to choose from. I've got stuff inside, and I've got second sight. I've got amazing powers of observation. That is how I know. When I try to get through on the telephone to you, there'll be nobody home. Got the obligatory and it's firm, and the inevitable pinholes all down the front of my favorite satin shirt. I've got nicotine stains on my fingers, got a salesman on a chain, got grand piano to prop up my mortal remains. I've got wild, staring eyes, and I got a strong urge to fly. I've got nowhere to fly to. Ooh, babe, when I pick up the phone, there's still nobody home. Staring eyes, I got a strong urge to fly, but I've got nowhere to fly to. I forgot the fucking rest of it, man. I spaced out. Should not have took that bong hit, man.
I know. Every time I get high, like when I'm on a stream, I'm like, oh shit, this is too much pressure.
No shit, no shit.
No, that was beautiful, man. Loving those chords. A lot of diminished chords in there.
Yeah, it's tricky. You got that. Yeah, and it's dropping from E to. Yeah, it's like crazy shit going on there. I know one other we can get real quick.
Do another one. I'm gonna lurk. I'm gonna lurk. I'll be back.
John was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. Love me do than he was, and never didn't make him long. Bong's every guitar, used to play it every night. Now he's in a rock and roll outfit, and everything's alright. Don't you know? to the door with a teardrop in her eye. Johnny cut a record and went straight up to #1. Suddenly everybody loves to hear him sing his song. Mama came to the door, a teardrop in her eye. Johnny said, don't worry, Mama, smiled and waved goodbye. Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are. Johnny's life passing by like a warm summer's day. Nope. Johnny died one night, he died in his bed. Bottle of whiskey, sleeping diamonds by his head. Johnny's life passing by like a warm summer's day. To the wind, you can still hear him say, don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know that you are a shooting star? And all the world will love you just as long as you are a shooting star.
Yeah, dude, that's a great song, man. Good song.
I mixed up the words a couple times, but I don't know. It's probably been a long time, man. A few years since I played that, and I was like, oh shit. I don't know. It just popped in my head for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's we're feeling it. Man. Do you have any streams coming up, Saab?
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do one tonight, man. We were on for like 5.5 hours last night.
You know, I'm on like, I just realized I've been doing this for 5 hours now, and I think I'm out of gas. I'm honestly out of gas. So I was thinking about ending this too. I gotta get some dinner and some back pain pills.
I hear you. I'm gonna go in here and find some kind of a fucking weird movie, maybe about a possessed doll or something.
There you go.
I'm in the mood for something like that. The old lady's gone to New York for her uncle's funeral, and if we're watching a movie together, that kind of shit just creeps her out and shit. She can't handle it, but I love it.
It's like, well, she's gone. Get out of the way. Funny, my lady about that. Like comedies, so I just, I feel bad when I'm just watching like, something stupid and funny. Right. So I do that while she's gone,
the problem is though, I can't halfway watch half these motherfuckers in these shows, in these movies and shit, because now what they are. You know what they really are behind the scenes. Like I used to love Tom Hanks movies, man, and now I can't even stand to look at that fucking guy.
I think that's I try not to think about people's public lives so much, because, if we did that, then everything is going to suck. I mean, like artists and actors and any kind of entertainers, like I don't expect them to be like super, like I mean, obviously, I don't condone anything they're doing, but like,
No,
I
no.
like Michael Jackson, and I'm gonna dance to fucking Billie Jean, no matter
Dude,
how
he
many
was
kids he
completely
fucked.
set up
But
and framed. He was
no,
completely set up and framed. Let me tell you, this is why Candace Owens did such a fucking hard deep dive on her ass, right? Because it started with a tiff that she has with Janet Jackson, okay? And Janet Jackson has always accused her of doing that, of trying to frame her husband or her brother and try to get him locked up and all this other shit. And
Candace
being corrupt.
Owens?
No,
Really?
Janet Jackson was saying that about Kamala,
Oh,
okay? Because she used
I
to be the
gotcha.
AG of California, right? All right. So
Yeah.
there's been a real heavy duty beef, and then there was some shit like that. And then Candace was like, you know what? I don't think she's black at all. I don't think she's got one little bit of black in her. And she went and did a genealogy dive on it and found out that, yeah, right, this woman just used political blackface. There is no black in her family at all. None.
Interesting.
And really started tying into who her father was and all this other, so you see this shit on the world stage, and I'm kind of liking watching the stuff she's coming up with, because she's like on to shit that I was saying 15 years ago. I said, man, they fucking grow these politicians from childhood up. They are groomed, man. They're like MK Ultra'd into these positions, and she found a lot of evidence of that, man.
Yeah, no, she's pretty cool. Like, but you were mentioning earlier, like, people are strange when you're strange. Like, I mean, I've heard, the Jim Morrison stuff. Like, does it ruin the Doors for you? Is the Doors ruined?
No. I still like the Doors. I still like the Doors. Yeah. Knowing full well that his father was the admiral in charge at the Gulf of Tonkin incident. All these 27 Club people have they have ties to high level military.
Yeah.
Every one
Even
of them.
like even you think like Mama Cass?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And look where that shit came out of, man. And I'm going to tell you something. MK Ultra was a heavy duty projects going on at China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station, just north of LA. Okay. And you've probably never heard of this place. You've heard of Area 51 though, right?
Sure.
Let me tell you something. China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station is way more fascinating than Area 51. I used to live right by this place, man. And what I found out is through the Operation Paperclip, they brought this Dr. Mengele there under the name of Dr. Green. And he was doing all these MK Ultra experiments and really progressed out into all these different branches and everything of it. And I'd heard that at any given time, there was between 1,000 and 3,000 kids in electrified cages. This place is almost completely all underground, right?
Wow.
Now I zoom up to where Manson, the shit that took place with him, where he and his Manson family were nabbed. I've been there.
Like
I've
Laurel
been to that
Canyon?
house. No. The place where they were
the
at
ranch.
was up Goler Wash. It's up in Goler Wash, the Barker Ranch. Okay.
Okay.
And Goler Wash. It has since burnt down since I was there back just a few years ago. Somebody burned it. Okay. I know a guy that owns Manson's school bus too. Anyway, I've been up in there, right? It's like almost right on the base, because this place is huge, right? You don't see any buildings or anything. You just come to a fence that'll say, authorized, lethal force authorized, no trespassing, U.S. government. And it's China Lake Naval Air Weapons Station. This place is huge. It's in 3 different counties all at once. I mean, it's monstrous. And so what I'm saying is that whole group was picked up right there off the edge of the base. Right off the edge.
This is why I totally understand Globers not wanting to look into flat Earth, because I don't want to. I'm like, don't take away my Beatles,
Yeah. Well,
I love my Beatles the way they are.
If most people could actually see the way that the world really is, they would lose their fucking minds. Okay, that's just the reality of it. They would lose their minds. I have been looking into this for a long time.
Yeah.
Long before the thing about the pizza shop in DC, long before any of that shit, I was already aware of the shenanigans going on with the Vatican, shit within the pedophile rings of Hollywood, the satanic aspect of it.
Yeah, like the Franklin
the OTO. The OTO, that's exactly what Diddy and them fucking guys are in, man. Look, they wear this "thou doest thou wilt be the whole of the law." That's Crowley, right? And all their sex magic, that's what they're practicing. That's what they're practicing, man.
So that's what the Diddy parties are going on after. Man, I can't believe listening to that stuff. It almost sounds like it's made up, like it's so ridiculous, but like it's just too many people are like, yeah. I don't know if you know this, but like Eminem came out with a new album and he has this brilliant lyric and he goes like, what he's like, I'm gonna spell it out for you, MRAPER, and then he's like, wait a minute, you didn't just spell rapper without a P, did he? He didn't just spell rapper without a P, did he?
Clever,
and I'm like, holy shit, that's fucking like
that's
some
clever,
high level stuff there. You know, I don't know. I gotta be honest, like the Paul is dead thing, I can't get behind it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. I tried. I just have a hard time believing they were able to replace a guy who's left-handed, sounds like him, writes like him, you know, that quick in that time. Like, you know, if we can, that's amazing. But I mean, that's a huge feat. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's absolutely possible.
Yeah.
You have to look. The Beatles were not anything particularly phenomenal. They just had really good PR. Okay, and we already know that they were a Tavistock band. All right.
Yeah.
What makes the song popular? Repetition. Who has the power to do that? Okay.
But can't you hear like just like a certain style? Like he played bass like a guitar player. He didn't play like a bass player. I mean, and he's playing it left-handed, and and like just his voice. It's just here's my point is if they did that, then that's incredible that they can pull that off to the point where like I'm like, holy shit, if someone could die and then just make a clone somehow exactly like that, like I mean, there's not even
do you know
such a good job.
Do you know who runs the music industry? High level dark magicians. And I'm not talking about guys pulling rabbits out of their hat. I'm talking about people that actually practice dark magic. Okay.
Yeah.
These master recordings, due to with alignment to an astrological chart, are all taken into a temple and, so to speak, cursed, embedded with spirits, and then put out onto the albums. Now, I think that's kind of masterful because the fact of the matter is that Lucifer, the rebeller of God, was actually a musician. He was the best musician in heaven. Okay, he's also the best deceiver. So I'm looking at that, and I've heard several stories about that. Now, I know that there's something about ritualistic sacrifice bringing someone up to fame. Selling your soul. We've heard Bob Dylan talk about it. Just ironically, here not long ago, Mariah Carey's sister and mother both died on the same day. Watch her get a platinum album for Christmas this year. Watch. It will happen. Okay. And perhaps Paul, and a sacrifice involves something that you're very reluctant to part with. That's what makes the value of the sacrifice. And what would be the most valuable thing that you could think of that you wouldn't want to sacrifice if you were the Beatles? Well, of course, it would be Paul. All the ladies liked him. He was half the songwriting duo.
He
blah,
was
blah,
the cute one. He was
right.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, did they do that? I don't know. Okay. For all I know, Morgan Freeman is Jimi Hendrix.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
You do know that Morgan Freeman is quite an accomplished guitarist.
What?
And he just happens to play left-handed.
But upside down too, but on a right-handed. I mean, Jimmy. If he picked up a guitar and played like Jimmy, I'd be sold. I mean, like what Jimmy did was
on a hot mic of him in a studio as Morgan Freeman saying, this reminds me of like when we recorded Purple Haze.
God, that would be funny.
Whoa, what? So at first when I heard it, I laughed too, but there's some compelling shit to go along with it,
Yeah.
I do know they pull a lot of shenanigans. Hollywood is named Hollywood because that's the type of wood that a magician's staff is made from. An illusionist, primarily an illusionist. And what is Hollywood known for? Creating illusions, up to and including the people that portray characters in movies. When you see them on the street or in an interview, they're still acting. Okay, they're still acting. It's not just an art, it's a form of magic. And some of them are really good. When an actor can evoke emotion from you with a character, that's a powerful type of magic right there.
This is how I gain empathy for a lot of normies, because something happens to my brain when you say this stuff that it's like my brain's just not allowing what I like to be fucked with. And it's not that I'm like not open to it. It's just that like, and you probably, I've listened to you a bunch. Like you are very researched. You're very, credible. And I really like everything you do. And so, for you saying this stuff, I'm not going to lie, like the feelings I'm having, it's a little scary and it reminds me of when I started going down like the globe thing. I'm like, oh, this sounds a little real. This is taking away something I like, or at least altering it and making me, and I gotta be honest, like music has always been my life. It's like, if I was into like space, like a lot of people are, or following NASA, I completely understand that feeling of just like, no, la, la, la. And, just based on the stuff you're saying now, it's just one of those things. It's like, there's only so much our ego can like let go of, I think, what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Look, it's all you have is what you think is your reality. And to discover that your reality is an illusion.
Yeah.
It's kind of earth shattering, to you. And it's understandable, but I'd rather see what really is than to live in a dream. That's the way I look at it. Because people living in a dream can be led into dreamlike shit that's going to end up getting them killed. And, I'm all about taking your mind back. I'm all about taking your mind back. They hijack that shit right from the minute you were born. Childbirth is like trauma-based mind control right off the fucking bat. Here's a kid is
that's the most stress we're ever in.
Right, the kid's in amniotic fluids, right?
Yeah.
That's a water. It's picking up vibrations. Now think about other animals, deer, whatever. They don't treat giving birth as a medical emergency. They go find a quiet, safe area. They have their offspring and they bond with their offspring and everything works out natural.
And they don't cut off their foreskin.
Right. So we look at what happens. The woman goes, oh my God, I'm going into labor. My water broke, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's like panicking. So here's all these vibrations of panic and fear permeating into this new life, right? It's permeated in there. And they take them into this room, a stark white room with bright lights and shit. She's being poked and prodded by people that the baby does not know, not familiar to them.
And if the baby's not crying, they spank it to make sure that he is.
Right.
You're not in trauma? Well, make sure of that.
I haven't even got to that, because there you come out of your mother into the gloved hands of a masked stranger under bright lights who quickly cuts your connection from your mother, whisks you off, and puts you in a plastic it spanks your ass and goes, welcome to the world, bitch. We're in charge, throws you in a plastic box, and there you go, ready to start your trauma-based mind control existence in this realm. So what we got to do, we got to break that. We got to break that shit.
We live in a world where we act like getting older is more stressful and more anxiety ridden, when it's really the opposite. If you think about like when we were kids, being bullied, like when you're a grown up, you don't have to worry about actually getting bullied. That's traumatic for any human being, but we just write it up. Oh, kids do it. But like, it didn't, we don't feel like kids then. It just feels like life. And like, I got to go to school and this guy's going to bully me. Like, that's a level of anxiety that adults don't really deal with. And we act like, oh, we have all, it's harder getting older. No, we learn how to like, how to avoid all of this stuff by the time we get older. It's actually chill being old, and but that's not what we're taught. We're taught like when you're a kid, though, that's when it was great. Everything was great. You don't have to worry about, surviving. It's like those things are easy compared to all the trauma of growing up, and so
it's actually that being bullied is actually a growing experience. At least it was for me. Because I know the anxiety that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because I was always
I just use that as an example, but there's so many things,
All the other kids called me Mr. Encyclopedia because I always knew the answers to shit. I never had to study nothing.
That's a cool name. That's you gotta own that. That's cool.
The other kids was picking, right? But anyway, there was some kids, they took it, they resented it. Stupid people resent intelligence. They really do. Yeah. And they in their mindset, they react before they think. They're slow to think and quick to react. And there was this one kid, and this is the thing, he was bullying me every day. And I was getting to the point where I just had enough. This was in elementary school. So we had this field trip one day where they took us to the roller skating rink. Well, I happened to have my own roller skates. And I was carrying them, tied leather laces together over my shoulder. I'm coming home. And here comes this kid, man. He was like twice my height, 3 times my weight. And this fucking kid was always wanting to beat my ass and shit, right? Mm-hmm. So he come up to me and he started pushing me. And one of the times he pushed me, and I was getting madder and madder and madder. One of them times he pushed me, them skates slid down off of my arm, off of my shoulder, and the laces were into my hand. And just like it was instinct, I swung those like a medieval flail and hit that fucking kid right upside the head, knocked him dead cold into the fucking ditch. He was unconscious. Yeah. And I just put my skates back on my shoulder and walked back home. A little while later, mother shows up at our door with this kid. He's all bloodied up. The mom says, "Your son did this to my son." My dad looked at this kid and he looked down at me. And he goes, "You mean to tell me this little guy did that to that big fucking juggle-headed kid?" The lady says, "Yes." My dad says, "Good for you, Dave," and closed the fucking door.
Good. Yeah, because it's obvious it was out of defense. Not, like you could tell. If you're 100%, man. No, that's.
I had one more of them in high school. And this guy would want to sit behind me and always sit there and kick my ass and kick my chair and shit and fuck with me. He was always trying to run into me and knock my books out of my hands and shit like that. So we're all in class. We're sitting there supposed to be studying some chapter or whatever. And this fucker, he's back there kicking my chair and kicking on my ass and shit. Finally, I just about had enough of it. So I just calmly took my book, big fat history book, and I just closed it. And I stood up, picked up that book. I turned around and I hit that fucking idiot with all my might right upside of his head with that book, knocked him in the desk right over. The class just went, "Ugh." You could have heard a mouse piss on cotton. And I just calmly turned back around, sat down in my chair, and opened my book back up and continued what I was doing. After a long silence, the teacher left the room and came back with the principal, and they were like real calmly, "David, can we talk to you for a minute?"
Yeah, because they're like, "Oh, this guy is on it." Yeah, but because at that point you are a loose cannon. You don't know what you're gonna do, so you gotta be like, "Oh, okay, look, just calm. Everybody's calm. Everybody's calm." Oh man.
Yep, that's when the proverbial straw breaks the proverbial camel's back, man. Right there.
So you're saying that a little, some trauma is actually good for growth, but you're right. But like from age 1 to 5, we're not even really here. For the most part, we're barely here. So all the trauma.
Listen,
some people are. Some people remember.
I can remember all the way back. I remember being born. I'm not lying. This is for real.
That's wild.
I can remember being born. I wasn't born in a regular hospital. I was born in a private hospital, almost like at home. Shit. And shit, I can remember crawling on the floor and the beginning of Dark Shadows coming on. And I was always fascinated by those waves crashing up on the rocks and shit. And, You know, and I wasn't even, you know, just a few months old, and I can remember all that shit. I can tell
That's
you where every piece of furniture in our house was at, what we had, what color it was, everything.
That's amazing. My first memory is my 4th birthday. I looked in the mirror, because my mom got me this like railroad like stuff, and she had a railroad outfit, and I looked in the mirror, and I remember it was my 4th birthday. I'm holding a train whistle, and I looked at myself, and I'm like, oh, that's me. And I still remember that to my 4th birthday is my earliest memory. Before that, I felt like I was just on autopilot. I have no idea what was going on. And,
you know, I think that's when they're putting the firewall. I think that's when they're putting in the firewall.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
what do you mean?
I find it really amazing that you're not unique in that. That's usually around the age people have their first memories, are like 4 or 5 years old, something like that.
Like
and
the walls
it's like,
break
wow,
down. Yeah.
man. No, I remember shit like.
That's incredible, because I feel like if I did remember that, it would be so scary that it would leave like trauma, you know, like being aware, like the more aware I was, as I grew up, the less likely it's going to be baked into the cake if something traumatic happens. And that's why like a lot of people who experience like, you know, like people that like were, I don't know, like adopted or abandoned, and they didn't have any sense of like a caregiver for the first 6 months, they're more likely to become kind of fucked up, because they really weren't them. You know, they were on the autopilot, just absorbing all of this. And so it just stays in there. They had no idea, but all that trauma is there. And it's really, as we get more conscious, you know, then it's like, if you had trauma when you were like 6 months old, you're going to be a psychopath, like bad trauma. Where it's like, if it's like 4 years old, you might have borderline. 7 months or 7 years old, now now we're talking like, you know, schizophrenia or ADD. And it kind of just like goes up the DSM a little bit to like cluster B, cluster C, depending on like how much trauma was pushed on you at a younger age. And I've noticed a correlation with that, and it really comes down to like how aware of a human being I was when this trauma took place. Because, you know, so for someone like you to say that you remember all of that, that's really, really cool. So that makes me think that you're probably like got your shit together, because it's not baked in the cake. You probably dealt with it as like as a conscious being early enough to kind of like, you know, handle it.
I felt all through school and going, you know, in my childhood, interacting with other kids, I always felt like I had to act like I was one of them.
Right.
I did. I always, I mean, not exactly that, but almost like I had to try, because I just couldn't fucking relate, you know?
Yeah.
And I can remember my impatience that would come about, because like I learned how to read before I went to school, because I wanted to know what them fucking words meant. So my mom taught me how to read, and I read pretty good. And so we're sitting there in class with them Dick and Jane books, right? And you got to take turns reading. And this kid, you say your part, and then it goes to the next kid, or it's getting ready to be your part, you know. And then the kid right before you, he's going, run.
I know, it was infuriating.
Run, and I'm sitting there. I'd break in and I'd say, you know, you just sounded it out the first time. You don't have to sound it out every other time. God,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I was lucky enough to go to
read ahead. I just read ahead. You know, they find me on page 30 and shit. And these kids are still on page 1. You know.
Did you grow up in a big town?
Medium suburbs.
Suburbs, yeah. I grew up in Long Beach, and they had like a program for like, you know, high, like gifted is what it was. So I was placed into that, and I felt really, I didn't realize it until after like 5th grade, I started being more, you know, integrated with everybody. And just like you said, I'm like, holy shit, these fuckers are dumb. but because like, yeah, it was just like that. I'm like, oh, you guys have to sound this out. And you know, but like I was lucky to like I didn't realize that till later on, you know, like, so like the kind of,
you're sitting there thinking, why you locked me in this fucking building with these retards, man? What did I do? You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what am I doing here?
I'm not learning anything. That's the way I was looking at it. I'm not learning anything. In fact, I
looked at it like my mom needs to go shop for like some, you know, half during the day, and this is the best solution to let her do that, you know. So hey,
That's what I'm
Saab, man,
saying.
dude. I gotta end the stream because I haven't eaten not even a morsel today yet.
All right,
So
let me
I've been
just tell
doing
you
it for 5.5 hours.
one more funny
Yeah,
quick
yeah, yeah. Go right
story
ahead.
about that. Okay, so here I was like in 5th grade, and my little brother, that put him like in the 2nd grade.
Mhm.
And somebody came down to my class all flustered and said, David, you have to come with us. There's been an emergency with your brother. And I'm like, oh shit, what happened? So he says, I said, where is he? They said, in the music room. So I get in there and there's all these teachers and shit standing around. My brother had somehow gotten his arm, his elbow, pushed down. You know that little support bar in the back of an upright piano? Between that and the rest of it. Okay. He got his arm somehow stuck down into that thing and he couldn't get it back out.
I don't know
And
how
here's
you
all
could ever
these
do
teachers.
that.
And I'm thinking, first of all, I'm like, what the fuck are you wanting me to do about this? Okay. Anyway, they got all these fucking adults standing around trying to figure out, should we call the fire department? Should we do this, that? What are we going to do? He can't get his arm out. And the more they're pulling on it, the worse it's getting, right?
Yeah.
So I just looked at him and this is why don't you take some of that liquid soap out of the bathroom in there and put it all on his elbow and his arm? I bet you it'll slip right back out of there. Oh, wow. Yeah, good idea. They went and did it. And I'm sitting there going, holy fucking God, I was the smartest one in this school today.
Yeah. But
Out of
that's
all
good
the
though that you
faculty.
recognize that. Like I've never had any like I've never been insecure about my intelligence or my like musical ability. I've been super
Right.
insecure about a lot of other things like athletic shit or
Yeah,
my,
same here.
you know, lots of things. But like I do feel blessed that I've never been like, oh, am I dumb? Like, thank God, like, growing up, kind of having those moments, you can put those arguments to bed in your mind. And I honestly, I think of all the things that we can have as far as like accelerating here and not so much in the here and all the things that we do as humans, I'm pretty stoked that intelligence and musical stuff, like I couldn't ask for a better two things that just kind of come natural. And I'm sure you can agree with that.
You come here. You come
Yeah.
here as an expression of the infinite possibility. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it is. Each one of us is just an expression of the infinite possibilities. None of us is greater than any other one of us, and none of us is
Sure.
greater than all of us.
Right. Yeah, we're all like, I look at it like we're all brain cells on one brain, the whole consciousness. And some parts of the brain, work this, some parts do that. And we're all, that's the way I look at it. If you take everyone's brains actively right now, we could just be a cell.
Like
And just
MTV times 8 billion. It's
you're
like
right. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
a schizophrenic disorder.
Right.
I've
Well,
often
yeah,
said,
when we're all fucked up and like we're not getting along, like that's basically just schizophrenia in the main giant brain, like
I look at it like this: it's just a giant game of God playing hide and seek from himself.
Yeah. He's just having a little fun, just kind of being like I am free will. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Right. That's good shit. Hey, Sop, I never really got a chance to talk with you before until this, so this has been real nice, man.
Yeah, man. Likewise.
Hopefully we can hopefully I can pop on one of yours soon too. You got and so you don't know when you're streaming next for the
I don't
audience?
know. I might get a wild hair up my ass and go live.
You're just
tonight,
like me.
It's like,
You're just like me, man. I gotta feel it. I try to be like on a schedule. Like it's a lost cause. I'm like you're just like me, man. That's cool.
Well, it's like some nights I'm like, what the fuck am I going to talk about tonight?
Right. I'm like my back's out. I just feel like watching movies and eating popcorn. Like I couldn't agree more, man. Hey, well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, chat, for watching for like 5.5 hours here, or at least on the second stream, like 3 hours or so. Hey, Stav, have you seen my sponsorship? I'm gonna play my sponsorship here. It's not real, but it's a fun little video I do. It's my flat Earth prescription medication for flat earthers.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So hope you enjoy it. All right, guys.
Does it have the little monotone side effects? Side effects.
It does. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much, guys. Cheers and have a good.
you experiencing signs of discomfort or irritability while watching NASA and space news? Have you noticed your sense of reality becoming more and more blatantly and obviously shattered? Do you find your cognitive dissonance increasing more and more as you live life post-pandemic? Are you struggling to maintain relationships with friends, colleagues, and loved ones? Well, now there's Flatterall. Flatterall has been tested and proven to help aid in the awakening of the collective consciousness. Flatterall can help you decipher the truth from the lies that we were all taught. Flatterall can help cure symptoms of chronic appealing to authority, systemic brainwashing, excessive need for conformity, NASA fanboy syndrome, delusional belief of the moon landing, and diarrhea. Talk to your doctor today and see if waking the f*** up is right for you. Side effects may include losing your family, losing your job, losing your mind, questioning your sanity, questioning your gullibility, questioning literally everything in your life, and diarrhea.
Follow Crumb. Follow Crumb.